Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody tuning in so bright and early for a Milky Finishers stream. Even though I did start a little bit late, though, I will be honest with you guys. I woke up a little late. Okay, well, I didn't actually wake up. I didn't actually wake up late. What happened was I woke up and I just like stayed in bed a little too long. I don't know if you guys have ever had that. It's like you're up, you're awake, but you're usually like on your phone or you're feeling so tired that you're just like, I'll get out of bed in like 10 more minutes. But then 10 minutes turns into 20 minutes, 20 minutes turns into 30, and then you realize, shit, we got a marathon stream to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys hype? It's been a long time since we've done a 12-hour. And yeah, it's going to be good. If you guys have never seen a Milky Finishers Zelda marathon, buckle up. You're in for a treat. Now, I will say something. Two things that are going to be different. I'm actually starting a brand new file because I want to try something new for a little bit. Plus, I am a little bit rusty on Breath of the Wild. I've been playing a lot of other Zelda games and a lot of other video games in general. So I am a little bit rusty on Breath of the Wild. But as always, it will be a 3-heart challenge, Only 3 hearts, story, lore, secrets. If you guys have any questions that pertain to the story, the lore, Easter eggs, characters from the Legend of Zelda series, or specifically Breath of the Wild, let me know. That's what these streams are for, all the Easter eggs, secrets, how they connect to the other games, things that even if you've played this game, you may have missed. That's why I do these streams, whether it's Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. I try to, for even people who have played and beaten the games, show them something that was hidden that maybe they never even were aware of. This is my favorite game series of all time. So there's a lot I've researched. There's a lot of books I own. I'm kind of a fucking loser when it comes to The Legend of Zelda. I really try to dive deep into it, find all the hidden things, all the secrets, and really like pay attention to the characters and all the really cool, awesome things that not only Shigeru Miyamoto, but also Eiji Aonuma have also put into these amazing games. So, really quickly, I want to preface this by saying I have not, even though we've done Zelda marathons before, we haven't actually done a Breath of the Wild marathon. Breath of the Wild has not been a part of the marathon lineup for almost 6 months now. So I am a little bit rusty, so please forgive me. I try to, pride myself with kicking ass at these games, hardest difficulty, no healing, challenge, all that shit. But I may falter and stumble a little bit here and there just to kind of de-rust, which is why we're not continuing with Master Mode. From this point on, I plan to keep up with the game, to kind of hype up Breath of the Wild 2, keep doing runs of this, and then eventually go on into 3-heart hero mode. Also, just to give you kind of an idea, if any of you guys have ever played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you will realize that even though we will be live streaming for 12 hours straight tonight, 12 hours, we will not even come close to doing everything that this game has to offer. This is the longest Legend of Zelda game that exists out of all the games in the series. This is by far the most heavy. We could easily do a 100-hour stream of this. But I am just one man, and I cannot pull that off. But this game has more content than any other Zelda game, more secrets, more open world. So I am prefacing we will not see everything. However, I want to try something different, because if you guys are not aware, you can pretty much beat this game whenever you want by attempting the final dungeon. As soon as you beat the prologue, the game drops you into the open world and says, hey, this is where you need to go. If you want to go explore other places, feel free to do so, but this is the finale. This is the end of the game right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stream, do secrets, do normal stuff. I am going to go a little bit fast through the Great Plateau because almost everybody's seen the Great Plateau. I've talked so much about the Great Plateau. I want to get to the real meat and potatoes of this game. So we're just going to blast through the prologue. Once we're out of there, we're going to slow it down a little bit, do some crazy shit. And my goal is that at the 10-hour mark, when the clock strikes 10, no matter what we're doing, whether we're in the middle of a mission or a side quest or something cool, no matter what, when the clock strikes 10, we turn our eyes towards Hyrule Castle and we make a beeline for Hyrule Castle. That way, the last 2 hours of the game will be the final dungeon and final boss fight of the game. So we've never done that before. If you guys hate it, let me know. If you guys love it, let me know. But I want to kind of try to do it so that this marathon has a closure. We'll get some credits. We'll see an end screen. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna explore the hell out of this game for the first 10 hours. Once the 10-hour mark hits on the clock, we're gonna sprint towards Hyrule Castle and just try to reach the end game. Sound good to you guys? Sounds good to me. All right, let's go. I've got my champion's tunic on. the comfy marathon outfit today. I've got the champion's tunic. I've got these nice, comfortable pajama pants. I've got my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild socks on, dude. I am locked and loaded and ready for this 12-hour. We are 13 minutes in, and we have so much to go. So, welcome. I'm stocked up on water. I'm stocked up on my favorite drink of all time, Pocari Sweat Ion Supply drink. Amazing. I wish that they would sponsor me. Give me some more Pocari Sweat. It's my favorite. This is my drink of choice when it comes to marathons. And then I also have some energy drinks in the fridge for when we get to the later portions of the stream. So, let's enjoy. I'm going to crack open this water right here and let's start the marathon. Also, guys, wait, does that count, Lolly? Does what count? You have a Link figurine? Hey, that's fine. Shoot, draw a picture of the Triforce. All you have to do is draw 2 triangles. Draw a picture of the Triforce and you're already halfway there. So, yes, and as always, at any point during this stream, I encourage any questions or whatever at any point that you feel like it. Also, feel free to let me know what Zelda game you would like to see do a marathon of next. What Zelda game would you like to see a marathon of in the future? Let me know. What's up, Pop? Just to preface, for the people who did not hear, we're doing something a little bit different with this marathon, Pop. We're starting the game. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We're doing the Rito side quest, but for the first time ever in Breath of the Wild, just to kind of change things up. What's up, Apollo? I'm sorry. There's so many people. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. And then also, what we're doing differently. No, I'm sorry, dude. My head's all over the place. We got a lot of streaming to go. My mom says you can't. Hey, dude. What your mama don't know, don't hurt your mama. But anyways. What we're doing different is we're going to be doing story, lore, Easter eggs, but for the first time ever, once the clock hits the 10-hour mark, regardless of where we're at, no matter what quest we're at, no matter what side quest we're doing, we're going to make a beeline for Hyrule Castle and attempt to the final dungeon of the game. So when it strikes 10 hours, the last 2 hours of the stream will be dedicated to the final boss and mission of the game, no matter what. And if that ends up sucking and not being cool, let me know. And if it ends up being cool, that's a good way to kind of wrap up a lot of these cool marathons, because there's no way in shit we can do everything that this game has to offer in only 12 hours. So yes, without further ado, here we go. Here is The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. All right. Yes, so 12 hours, story, lore, 3 heart challenge, no fairies, none of that stuff. As always, hardest difficulty. The only reason we're not doing master mode is because I'm rusty at this game, but in the future, all marathons from this point on will be master mode. This is just a de-rust marathon, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Parks? All right, here we go. New game, let us start. Also, if you guys have never seen a Zelda marathon before, I do not talk over the cutscenes. There's not many cutscenes in these games, but what little cutscenes there are, I think are really nice, really well voice acted, really cool cinematics. So I do not talk over the cutscenes. I have it just be the pure gameplay. Oh, thank you so much for continuing the sub, dude. Thank you so much. And also, if for some reason, not just this marathon, but if we ever reach 64 subs on our channel, Andrew and I will be continuing Ocarina of Time Chaos. We will do another Ocarina of Time Chaos stream. So, just to let you guys know, it's not just today's stream, it's anytime in the future, whether it takes a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, whatever. If we ever hit 64 subs again, we will be continuing Ocarina of Time Chaos. All right, there we go. What is up, Ard guy? Welcome to the stream, and let's join. Let's jump on in. Here we go. I'm going to let this cutscene play out. I will return to you guys in just a moment.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
And here we are. So there's already a lot to unpack, and I will try to, like I said, I'm trying to go through the plateau really fast. If my pacing during the plateau is too fast and you want me to slow down and talk about some weird shit that happened, let me know. But I really always like to, no matter what, talk about the way that this game starts. And like I said, we have so many hours worth of stuff. Also, if you guys, some people kind of maybe get bored or upset that sometimes I don't talk during the cutscenes and I disable my camera and the mic. Pretty much, for some reason, I have, like, something wrong with my vocal cords or whatever. So when I stream for long periods of time, especially during these marathons, and I talk a lot because there's so much to talk about and explain, sometimes it can damage, you know, my throat, and it's hard for me to talk. So I try to just save time and strain on my voice when I can. So I try to do those cutscene things. Not only does it help your guys' immersion with the story, but it also helps me find moments in the stream and the marathon to kind of rest my voice up. I try to drink a lot of tea, a lot of water, stay hydrated. But just to let you guys know, yes. So, 3 heart challenges in any Zelda game are so great. If you've ever played A Legend of Zelda from Ocarina to Wind Waker, any of them, I highly recommend if you ever replay a Zelda to do a 3 heart challenge. It adds so much to the experience, makes it more difficult, and it helps refine even like the most simplistic combat systems of the game. When you don't just have, because a lot of the times you can just swing and take a lot of damage knowing that the next room will have pots full of hearts. But if you do a 3 heart challenge, it makes every boss fight, every moment, especially the Iron Knuckle fights, it makes everything seem much more like impactful. And I highly recommend doing that on replays. It adds a lot. Which is why when we stream, all we ever do is 3 hearts. If you guys don't know what a 3 heart challenge is, in most Legend of Zelda games, you start with the base health of 3 hearts. In the upper left, you can see that. Now, throughout the game, you have opportunities to collect more heart pieces and increase your life gauge. For our marathons, to increase the difficulty to make the streams more entertaining, we never upgrade from the base health. So we play the entire game from beginning to end with the beginning game's health. That pretty much makes this graph of the game getting more difficult and more challenging the farther you get. Because the farther you get, the more health you're supposed to have. So the farther you get and the less health you have, or the failure to like upgrade your health, will definitely make it more impactful. So the JoJo reference, yeah. Sorry, guys. Anyways, what I like to talk about in regards to the beginning of this game, which a lot of people don't realize, it's okay, Pop. A lot of this is like weather and allergies and stuff, and my sinuses and blah 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 blah. But I'm sure if I clear my throat a couple times, keep drinking tea, we'll be fine. But what I like to talk about in regards to the beginning of this game, sorry, one minute. Oh shit. What I like to talk about is a lot of people don't really pick up on this. There's a lot of like really weird, goofy things in a lot of the 3D Zelda games. Like, there's exceptions, like you know. No, not Twilight Princess, but like Majora's Mask and stuff like that. But with Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Aonuma usually has the game start with Link waking up. And in an interview he did, and he also had this interview in the book Hyrule Historia, which was a published official Nintendo book. He says that in majority of the Zelda games, not all of them, he likes to start the game with the hero waking up from sleep because it kind of is in a parallel with the player to... Because when you wake up, you're thrown into, like, your consciousness. You go from sleeping to being conscious, so you kind of wake up and everything's kind of fresh and new right away. And Aonuma said he likes Link waking up because it really signifies the start of a journey. So if you can notice, if you go back and see Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker, it starts with Link, you know, waking up or sleeping or taking a nap, especially Skyward Sword where he has a nightmare and wakes up from that. So a lot of the Zelda games start with Link waking up because that's how the player is introduced to the world, much like how Link is introduced to the world when he wakes up in that moment. Now, I like how Aonuma played with that, and he decided to start this game with Link also waking up, but it had been so much longer, and instead of waking up in a familiar house, because usually he wakes up in his home or in a forest or somewhere that's comfortable, somewhere that screams like the start of a game area. So it's very cool that he kind of played with that and had Link wake up in a very weird alien futuristic area, because the player's confusion is mirrored by Link's confusion that he's been asleep for 100 years. So he's kind of thrown into this world with amnesia, not knowing what's going on, just like the player is. And I think that's really cool. So no problem, Acid, no problem, no problem. So, right off the bat, the game gives you one of the most important items. It is the Sheikah Slate. Now, fun fact, I actually purchased the special edition of this game. And the special edition gives you a Sheikah Slate Switch case.
Take it.
What's up, Mega Ghost? Welcome to the stream.
It will help guide you after your long slumber.
I love it. It is such an awesome... I don't really take my Switch outside of my house too often. But when I do, it's really cool. It is by far one of the best Switch carrying cases I own. It's very nice, very high quality, and it's just the Sheikah Slate, but it as a Switch carrying case, so I love that. Also, almost everybody knows this, but I just like to bring it up for the marathon. The Sheikah Slate, yes, is very similar to the Switch. That was on purpose. Aonuma said that, like, both knowing that this game was going to simultaneously release on the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch, he wanted to have an item that kind of mirrored both the gamepad and Nintendo's upcoming console, because just like the game, it was ending the Wii U's life cycle and coming out at the start of the Switch's life cycle. So to kind of, you know, go along with that, he modeled the Sheikah Slate after a kind of hybrid of the gamepad and Nintendo Switch, because the game also bridged the Wii U and Nintendo Switch. So just a fun little fact, maybe not everybody knows, but yes, the design was intentional. So yes. All right, let's continue. I like how right at the beginning of the world, I will still stand firm that even if this is not my favorite installment in the Legend of Zelda series, I do believe that this has one of the best tutorials. Twilight Princess is a phenomenal game, does a lot of things great, a lot of things phenomenal, actually. But I do believe that probably has the worst tutorial in the series, because it's very predictable. It's a straightforward, go here, do this, press X to do this. So how do you learn the combat? You attack a dummy, this and that. Where this game really throws you into it. You get this stuff, the game forces you to open up the menus, learns how to equip stuff, and from the time you walk out of here and the title shows, you're already in the world. And even though the Great Plateau is just a small bite of what this game has to offer, it still is so much more impactful, and the stakes are so much higher than almost any other Zelda game.
Hold the Sheikah Slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Once we get out of here, though, you guys are going to see me absolutely bum rush to get off the plateau, because all the best parts happen after the plateau. So, but like I said, if I run past something or something cool happens that I don't explain, just ask me. Also, if you guys have any other questions about other Zelda games, let me know. Just try to focus on Breath of the Wild questions, but yeah, if you have questions about Ocarina or Twilight Princess or anything, feel free to ask those as well.
Link.
Here we go.
You are the light.
You are the light.
Our light.
Our light.
That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
Very strong intro to this game. Having voice acting and Zelda literally talking to the player. I remember when the game was first revealed and they showed like a little bit of this, there was arguments whether that was Zelda or the goddess Hylia or like the Great Fairy. A lot of people weren't 100% sure what this disembodied voice was. I always thought it was Zelda. I thought it made sense with the context of the game and the mystery. But still. But here we go. This is the moment. It is. There's so much to love about this game, and sorry if I go too slow. It's just been a long time since we've done this game on a marathon, and there's a lot to talk about. There's so much. Yo, what's up, Coat? What's going on? Welcome. 12 hours of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Here we go. This is your world to discover, Link. I just love... Oh, look at that. Claps already. And then the... Here goes. And there's the Temple of Time. Now, what I love about this game... And again, when I talk about this game, sometimes people get mad and think that I'm a Zelda fanboy. And yes, I am. I'm a super Zelda fanboy. And yes, I know that there's other open world games. Yes, I know that there's other adventure games, other action games. It's just like, I only like to compare The Legend of Zelda to other games in the series. So, like, when I say, this game does this the best, or this game is the best at this, I'm not necessarily saying it's better than any other open world game or any other game like this. I am only comparing it to other games by the same creator, by the same mind behind the games. So just to clarify that. So what I'm going to say is, in regards to The Legend of Zelda, this game does open world it is a power gap between any other Zelda game to this one. The fact that a cutscene like that can happen and Link walks out of that like dark cave into this world is so phenomenal. And the fact that like you can see the sunrise, sunset, the mountains in the distance, the castles in the distance, and literally, unlike any other Zelda game, which usually has a really grand scope, but there's always invisible walls or obstacles, this is the first game in the series that anything that you see, you can go do. Anything that you see, you can do. And with the exception of the plateau, once you get off, you can do them in any order you want. Anything that catches your eye. You want to go to the beach? Go there. You want to go to the mountains? Go there. You want to go to Hyrule Castle right away? Go there. Anything that catches your eye, you can immediately go and check out. And sometimes the terrain stops you. Sometimes you don't have the stamina to do what you want to do. But the game still gives you the freedom to attempt it. And that's what I love. Not only does it, not only does it respect the player, but it almost demands their respect, or almost like demands their attention, because it doesn't pull punches. It doesn't say like, hey, I don't think you should go here, it's kind of bad. Or it doesn't be like, hey, this is obviously where you're supposed to go, or this is the level 1 area, and this is like the late game area. It doesn't tell you that explicitly. It tells you that naturally.
Link,
that's what I really love.
head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
I am so glad you brought that up, Shoes. So, a really weird fact about this game, and something that I don't necessarily, we have a clap emote though, Coat. If you just do capital C and then LAP, there's a little clap emote if you have better Twitch TV. I just use the English voices for the streams. More people just like to hear the English voices for the streams. Just like when I play when I stream Danganronpa, I'm gonna be doing the English voices, even though I think the Japanese voices are better. It's just for the streams. The wider audience seems to prefer the English or what most of our viewers' native languages. I know there's obvious exceptions, so that's the reason I do it, just for the marathons. I do think Sidon and Mifa's voice are good though in English and Japanese. So I am going to interact with this old man, and then I'm going to talk about what Shoes brought up, which is the new player fog. So don't let me forget, because that is a very interesting tidbit of information that I think provokes a lot of good discussion. So let's just interact with this old man really quick. Let's get some mushrooms, and then we'll talk about that as we make our way to the destination. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to bum rush through the plateau, not because I don't like the plateau, because there's a lot to talk about. There's just so much more to show, and all we have is 12 hours together, ladies and gentlemen. So the first NPC that you meet throughout the game. And I remember when this game came out, just like with the Pokemon drama, you know, the Pokemon Sword and Shield drama, this game actually had drama before it came out as well. People are always so quick to jump on a game or be outraged by stuff without having the full picture. And this game was especially bad. When this game was first revealed, they showed off the open world, and I don't know if it was at E3 or if it was at PAX or some gaming expo, they allowed people to play the plateau segment. Like, if you waited in line, they gave players the controller, and you could play the game up to a year early, which was the plateau area. So, even though Nintendo said multiple times that the plateau... Whoops. Even though the game said at multiple times that the plateau... was just a little taste or a tutorial of the main game. Once this was released, so many people ranted and raved, and I wish I could go back in time and find some of these articles, but so many people were like, Breath of the Wild has cut towns from the game. There is no longer dungeons, there are no longer towns, NPCs are nowhere to be found. And there was so many articles about, wow, what will Zelda be like? It's just going to be an open, empty game. There's going to be nothing. And then once the game came out and they showed more trailers, they were like, no, dumbass, that's literally just the Great Plateau. The main game has so many amazing towns. Kakariko Village, Hateno Village is a good one. The Goron City. Zora's Domain is one of the best towns in any Zelda series of all time. The atmosphere, the music, the structure of the building is so amazing. Thank you so much for the follow. Life smells nice. Life does smell nice sometimes. Depends on who you're sitting next to. Thank you for the follow, though. Welcome to the Milky Finishers. Yes. Yes. So I always say, don't shit on a game until it's out. If the game comes out and it's shit, go ahead, shit on it. Throw it in the trash, whatever. What's up, Shin? What's up, everybody? Sorry if I haven't welcomed you or thanked everybody. We have a long marathon to do. Just for the new people coming on in, my name is Zach Lolliot. You're watching the Milky Finishers, and we do Zelda story lore runs of every game in the series. Let me know what Zelda game you'd love to see a 12-hour of next. As always, it is always hardest difficulty, no healing items, all story, secrets, all that shit. Tonight is Breath of the Wild, so here we go. Ho ho ho, well met, stranger. So, I think that's cool. I think it was cool that at first the game people were kind of shitting on the game, and then they were like, no, there was just the plateau, there was just a tutorial area. This is the Great Plateau. According to the legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. I really like the way that they did this. Obviously, anybody who's played the game knows the identity of the old man. But what I like about this is, that's obviously the Temple of Time. I'll talk more about it. If you guys are sad that I'm skipping his dialogue, don't be. While I'm playing the game, I'll pretty much say what he's saying almost verbatim, so you shouldn't worry. So what's cool about this is, even though most players know who he is, when you play the game, you don't necessarily jump to any conclusions, because much like the very first Legend of Zelda game ever, it starts where you find an old man in a cave and he gives you the sword. So, like, it's not that unrealistic to assume that he'd be just a random wandering old hermit. And I actually think that the plot twist and the payoff was actually really well done. We're gonna get this rusty sword. We found a Korok already. But, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. There's so much to talk about. It's, with any other Zelda game, I can usually pace it out, but this game literally throws you into a gigantic bucket of secrets and references and lore. So I'm trying to find a way to rush through the plateau, but not skip some of the really cool things. The first thing I'm going to talk about, though, somebody in the chat brought up, and they said, Zach, is there still the new player fog? Now, some of you guys might be like, oh, I know what he's talking about, and some other of you guys might be like, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. So, it's a really weird thing, and not even I am 100% certain why this happens, but I feel like it's actually pretty interesting. So I'm going to talk about it really quick, and then we're going to get into the game. So, as you can see, even though we are on the Great Plateau, the entire world map is pretty unobstructed. Like, you can pretty much see everything. Obviously, the farther you get, you can't see everything. The game can't render everything. But for the most part, There's a little bit of clouds here and there, but you can almost see the entire world. I'm not sure how good your guys' memory is, but if you've ever played this game before, if you remember your first playthrough, you should have experienced this a little bit differently. What I mean by that is when you're on the Great Plateau, there should be a heavy fog that blocks your vision from pretty much anything past the plateau. That is what a lot of players talk about and refer to as the new game fog. And the very strange thing about that is that fog persists until you leave the plateau. And if you beat the game, blah, 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 blah. But the strange thing is, even if you start a new file and you start a new file from scratch over again, that fog will never be there. That fog only exists on your first actual playthrough ever. The only way to bring back the fog is to actually go into the system data, fully delete your entire save data. You have to delete and uninstall the game, then reinstall it and start the game over from scratch with absolutely no user data attached to it. That is the only way to bring back that fog. No matter what you do, if you delete your game, delete your save file, start over, it'll never come back unless you delete it from the actual internal hard drive on your Switch. Now I have a couple reasons why Nintendo may have done this. I think that they wanted to kind of hide how big the open world was. Other rumors and other theories are that fog existed in the early dev build of the game, which when they let like reviewers play or when they brought it to special events, they didn't want people seeing things that weren't finished yet. So they're saying that the fog that blocked off only the plateau was actually for early test builds of the game. And they just kept that in for like a player's first experience to kind of keep them in the dark about how big and how open this world actually was. So if you guys ever want to see the dev fog, you got to delete your entire data or buy a new Switch. That's the only way to see it. Because as you guys can see right now, I started a completely new file, unconnected from the rest of the game, and still that fog is not on there. So that's the infamous new game fog. All right, so right off the bat, you have a really cool area to go to in the form of the Temple of Time. Any Zelda fan will tell you that the Temple of Time is one of the most iconic areas of the game, and we're already going to get into some combat. So I still think that this game has the best combat in The Legend of Zelda. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Old man, welcome, brother. Can we get some CDON hype for all the new followers joining the stream today? Show them some love on the Milky Finishers. Hey, thank you guys. Also, if we ever reach 64 subs, not just today, but ever in the future, Andrew and I will be continuing Ocarina of Time Chaos Edition. So, if you would like to support some marathons, consider subscribing. If you got Twitch Prime, it's free. Cost you nothing. If not, just having you here is awesome as well. We do 12 or longer hour marathons of every game in the Zelda series. Here's the Bokoblin. Here we go. Let's see how rusty I am, chat. Okay, looks like I'm pretty rusty. I could not time that Fury Rush very well. That's fine, we got it. Speaking of rusty, that is the sword that I have. And then here's the big Boko Club. Sounds good, Doxby. Can't wait. Shoot. In addition to that, the longest stream we've ever done was 18.5 hours, so our channel is well known for buckling down, doing a lot of Zelda. It was an 18.5 hour Majora's Mask story lore run, and we still didn't finish that game with 18.5 hours of lore and content. If you guys are wondering, my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time and favorite video game of all time is Majora's Mask, with this being my second favorite Zelda. So, yes, thank you guys so much, and enjoy the streams. Let me know in the chat what Zelda game you'd like to see marathoned on the channel next. Please, I like to stream what you guys like to watch, so let me know, and I will prioritize that. And look at that. I also like how this game plays on the player's expectations. Because most Zelda games, you don't get the bow until later in the game, or a more pivotal or important part. In Ocarina of Time, you don't get the bow till hours and hours in. Most of the Zelda games, you don't get the bow until hours and hours in. But I like how this game is just like, yeah, fuck it. First couple minutes of the game, here's a bow, here's some arrows. It's really setting up the player to realize that they're in for a much different experience with this game. What in the fuck is Is G-Force that movie about the hamsters? Is that what you're talking about? Is G-Force that movie about, like, the gerbils that do shit? Yeah, G is gerbil. That is. Fuck that movie, dude. That movie sucks. I hate that movie. I just see that with my little cousins, dude. And, look, the gerbils were wearing, like, helmets. I felt like I needed to wear a helmet when I was done with it. Oh, guinea pigs. Sorry. G for guinea pigs. Okay, sorry. Also, this is a pretty identical statue to the ones that, this is how they depict Hylia in, the goddess Hylia in Skyward Sword as well. I also love this game because it acts as, not only is it its own new, game. This game is it sets itself apart from all the other Zelda games, but it's also kind of a fan service collection. Yo, thank you for the bits! Thank you so much, Brandon! Can we get some fucking hype for that shit, dude? Thank you so much, Brandon. And Coat, thank you so much as well, Coat. You guys are awesome. Thank you. We have a long stream ahead of us. So let's get comfy, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, there'll be more to talk about, but let's get off the plateau for a little bit. Oh, but what I was saying before is not only is this game kind of new and fresh and a very exciting, like, soft reboot of the Legend of Zelda franchise, but it also acts as like a fan service collection of all the games in the series. Whether you like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, or Skyward Sword, there is a little bit of nods and references to every one of those games. And I think that that's really awesome. Ooh, thank you, Taters. I'm excited. Can't wait. When I go on my first break of the stream, I will check it out. All right. Now, the reason why, even though there will be moments in this stream where I prioritize stealth, I'm trying to attack as many of these guys as possible right now, so I can kind of get a somewhat decent arsenal of weapons and tools. There we go. Hey, thank you for the bits! Oh my gosh, 69 bits. Wow, thank you guys so much. Buckle up, we got a long stream tonight. I do not want to use that quite yet. Sweet. We are going to be riding a little poor for a while here, but that's fine. And look at that. Just a few minutes into the game. Awesome cutscene already. Check this out. How do you use the Legend of Zelda emotes? Oh, those are emotes that are for our channel. Those are our subscriber emotes. So if you're a sub, you get to use the Sidon 1 Bomb Tree Girl. Thank you, Parks. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys all for the support. You guys watching the streams, whether you're subscribed, whether you donate, or whether you're just here to chill out and watch, you guys help support the stream, help support the channel, and keep letting me do these awesome marathons. So please, I will be doing Zelda marathons of every game in the series, and I cannot wait for my most anticipated video game of all time, the sequel to Breath of the Wild. It's going to be so good, but I could do an entire 12-hour talking about theories for that. We're going to save that for another day. Let's just focus on this game tonight. Okay. Oh my god, Shoes. You want me to get banned, dude? All right, here we go. Pretty cool cutscene, pretty short, but let's check it out. Here we go. Yes, I love that scene because that's what really shows you. It's just like, look at all these towers across all of Hyrule that you will be able to explore. I love this. I do agree, even though, yes, I am biased because I'm a huge Zelda fan. I do think that still this is one of the best examples of how to do an open world game that I've ever seen in my life. Thank you so much, Parks. Thank you guys so much for all the bits and all the love. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys so much. You guys are all amazing. All right. Even the plateau, now don't quote me on this. There's a lot of facts that I do know. This one's kind of ambiguous, but I feel like somebody had tested this theory and they showed that the surface area of just the Great Plateau is larger than the entirety of Ocarina of Time. Oh, here we go. Good cutscene.
You have been asleep.
The past
100
Boom.
years.
Couple moments into the game, huge plot twist. Link has been asleep for 100 years. What the fuck happened?
When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
Ooh. Now, I will say, a lot of this stream is going to be me gushing over the series and this game, but I do try to be unbiased and have some criticisms here and there because I don't actually think that this is a perfect game. I really don't. There's a couple criticisms I have. Thank you, Parks. Thank you. Come on, let's get some hearts in the chat. If you got the bomb 2 hearts, show some love to Parksy, man. That was so cool. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, man. Can we get some hearts in the chat from my boy Parksy? If Zelda and Link aren't, how old is Impa? Probably older than that, dude. Probably like 130. Now, with that said, one of the biggest criticisms I had of this game, not a criticism, but a disappointment I had. I'm disappointed. Yo, thank you, Shoes. Thank you, Shoes. Hell yeah, dude.
Don't be greedy.
Never. Never, ever greedy, dude. I appreciate every bit of support that you guys showed the channel. However, I'm a little bit disappointed that we never get to fight Calamity Ganon in that form. I remember in the trailers, and especially in my first playthrough, when I saw that cutscene, when you see that big Cloud Ganon coming from the ground with like the surrounding the castle, gigantic, huge. I always thought that we were gonna fight him. I always thought that we were gonna get to fight him in that form, and we never got to see him quite in that form, which I thought was a little bit disappointing because later in the game, there's actually a pseudo boss fight with this gigantic dragon. Thank you for the bits, Brandon. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, dude. You guys are all legends. There's a pseudo boss fight with the dragon at the top of Lanayru Mountain that's kind of over there, and it's really cool because it allows you to, like, once you get the paraglider, to catch these updrafts, and like while you're flying through the sky, you're shooting arrows at different parts of the dragon. So on my first playthrough, when I fought that, I thought that was going to be kind of a tutorial or a introduction to what would be a grander fight with Calamity Ganon in Hyrule Castle. I thought that there was going to be wind. I thought we were going to be flying around, shooting light arrows, dodging this gigantic pig monster, and I was a little bit disappointed to find that that was not the case, and we never actually got to fight him in that Calamity form. But considering the back-to-back boss fights that we get, we have a really cool, challenging boss fight followed by a really cool, easy, a little too easy in my opinion, but very cool cinematic boss fight. It was still cool. Still a very good, an amazing, way to end the game, but I did kind of hope to fight him in that form that we see in the trailers. But yeah. Yes, and this is what I'll always say, old man, I actually agree with you, but where I defend Dark Beast Ganon is this. I'd be pissed if Dark Beast Ganon was the only thing you fought. I would actually be like, that was such an anticlimactic, boring, fight. But I actually really enjoy the Calamity Ganon fight in Hyrule Castle. I think it's hype. I think it's challenging. It forces you to do the shield laser parries. Forces you to be on your toes. You have to have good equipment. And I actually think that is the official final boss of the game. I think that the Dark Beast Ganon fight exists as a cinematic, like, epilogue. Plus the lore implications of what's going on is really cool. So I think that the Dark Beast Ganon fight wasn't ever meant to be difficult or action-packed. I felt that it was supposed to be like a cinematic way to close out the game after doing what was the real final boss, which was Calamity Ganon. But I'm right there with you. I think the game would have benefited from Dark Beast Ganon being more difficult. I think if Dark Beast Ganon was a more hype, difficult encounter, that would have been a better way to do it. The reason why I'm not as let down as most people is because you fight him immediately following the Calamity Ganon fight. So I already got that fixed. I already got that final boss fix. So everything after that was kind of just like icing on the cake. For sure, Pop. For sure, dude. I intend to do a 24-hour launch party for Breath of the Wild 2. So. It also sucks that you don't get to have a fight with Ganondorf in his human form. Piper, welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't recognize your name. Oh, shit. I 100% agree with you. The only thing is, I think that would have taken away from the message of this game. And you can, no problem, Shin. We'll see you when you get back. The only criticism I have with that is, I like what they did with Ganon in this game, where this game dehumanizes him. Thank you so much for the follow, Piper. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Milky Finishers. Get some Seedon hype or Bomb Chew love, whatever you guys like. Animal Crossing will be cool. I will also stream that as well. A voice, you say? Shoot, I already lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, about this game. I like how this game dehumanizes Ganon, because with Ocarina, with Wind Waker, with Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword is a whole nother thing, but with all those games, you see enough of Ganondorf. Ganondorf is the human. He's the guy. He's the power-hungry Gerudo king that everybody knows. There's been so many games that explore Ganondorf being a human. And even though those fights are amazing, in my opinion, that final fight in Twilight Princess is one of the best moments of the series in its fucking, 30-plus year span of existence. However, I will say that I like what this game does because it shows you the Ganon that we never really get to see in the 3D games. The 2D games explore this a lot, but when it comes to the 3D games, they don't really do a good job of showing that, which is Ganondorf. There's so many people who never knew Ganondorf as Ganondorf. They know Ganon as, pretty much a god. Ganon, in this game, is kind of the successor to Demise. There's remnants of him being a human are long gone. He's literally a corrupted, power-hungry entity. He's not even human. He's a force of nature that exists to consume the world. And in the 2D games, they show that a lot. He's just a pig monster. He's a big demon that intends to cover the entire world in shadow. So even though I agree with you, and I think that Ganon is at his best when he is in a human form, I like how this game stayed true to its guns and said, no, this is thousands and thousands of years after Ocarina of Time. This is literally 10,000 years after the events of Ocarina of Time. And what you guys know of Ganondorf, he is long dead. All that exists is Ganon, which is pretty much this perverse monster, blobous form of just hate and malice. So that's why I'm not too sad about not having a sword Ganondorf fight. Which is why my favorite part of the DLC was that you got to fight the Sheikah monk, Maz Koshia, because that was pretty much a sword battle against a Sheikah monk. So I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of scratch that itch that I had for that. What's up, Rune? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Exactly, Parks. Exactly. Yes, yeah. So I like how Ganon is more reminiscent of Demise in this game, because it's showing 10,000 years later, he's just as, fucked up. Now go. Let the legend come back to life. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill these guys, take some stuff, and then go in that shrine and get some stuff. Yes, but I agree, Parks. I 1000% agree. That's why I love The Legend of Zelda. And actually, I actually like the way that they do it, because the way that Zelda games work is you only get a new one every 5 or 6 years. You only get a brand new Zelda every 5 or 6 years, which is fucked up. But I also like how in between new installments, they'll remaster or re-release or remake old games. And I think that pacing is good, because you get to play a new awesome game, Then while you wait, you get to revisit some of the classics with a new fresh coat of paint, and then you get a new one again. And then a couple more remakes or remasters come out, then a new one again. I really like what they do with that. Kind of like how, you know, Link's Awakening just came out. It gave me a good excuse to go back to one of my favorite Zelda games while I wait for the next core installment in the series. I think that's really cool. So, yes. A lot of love is definitely put into these games, for sure. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I'm such a dumbass. I was trying to equip my bow. I forgot everything. How the fuck? This is why we needed a D-Rust stream. I accidentally whistled. How the fuck do you, equip the bow again? There we go. Got it. Figured it out. I'm looking for the menu. Like how this is the shield menu, this is the sword menu. What's the menu to switch different bows? I don't know. Maybe because I only have one, I can't. Whatever, we're gonna kill these guys though. Now, obviously, just like every 3-heart challenge in the series, the game will get more difficult as the marathon goes on. I also like the little attention to detail, how you can pick up the arrows, but the game didn't want you to cheese that to get infinite arrows. So, fun little Easter egg. Even though the moblins shoot arrows that, yes, you can pick up and collect and put in your arsenal, that only happens for the first, I think, 4 to 5 arrows. After they shoot 4 to 5 arrows, they will no longer stick into the ground, so you can't just keep farming for infinite arrows that way. That was one of the first things I tried when this game came out, so. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, sweet. Well, thank you guys. Like I said, it's been about 6 months since we've run this game on the channel, so have to cut me a little bit of slack. If Link and Zelda don't kiss in Breath of the Wild 2, we're gonna have riots in the streets. People have waited for that shit forever. Just one kiss, dude. Let's just do it. Then it can be done forever. Yes, Parks. Okay, I didn't see the run, but I heard about that. There was like an article on some gaming website. It was like, some player completes no pause run of the game, which is like, you don't open up the menu and shit. It's pretty wild. Very cool, though. I didn't actually watch that run, though. Yes, yeah, no, I heard about it, but I actually didn't sit down and watch his run. I should get around to that at some point. Just like with the freedom of this game, how you can go anywhere, I like how you can climb literally almost anything. Now that the game's been out for over 2 years, everybody's like, well, of course you can, Zach, no shit. But you don't understand, being somebody who has been a fan of The Legend of Zelda since I was a kid and playing these games and literally like overanalyzing these games to ridiculous amounts, how crazy it was to get used to the thought of literally being able to climb anything. The Legend of Zelda has a lot of quirks that get so ingrained in your brain. They're like Zelda-isms. And one of those things is, oh, if you see vines on the wall, you can crawl on the wall. That's like that for every Zelda game. It's either, if you don't see a ladder or you don't see vines on the wall, you can't climb it. So getting over that hurdle, mental hurdle, and realizing that you can climb anything as long as your stamina is high enough, took like a few hours of game time for me to actually get used to. It was wild. And even though we're going to be rushing through the plateau, I want to, like, just to demonstrate how much there is to do and how much we're skipping over. My first playthrough of this game, I did not leave the plateau until I had played for 20 hours. I had 20 hours on the game before I left the tutorial area because there was that much fun to be had. But we will obviously not be doing that this run. Alright, first shrine of the game. Now, a lot of people find a lot of problems with these shrines. They hate them. I don't hate them. I think they're really cool bite-sized dungeons in an open-world game. However, they obviously are not better, or they do not substitute traditional dungeons. You know. I do defend the Divine Beasts, though, a lot more than most people. A lot of people hate the Divine Beasts. There's a lot I really do love about the Divine Beasts. And it was actually up in only recently which I kind of, like, discovered my mental reasoning for loving the Divine Beasts. The Beast that is Calamity Ganon, for sure. I mean, there's definitely a lot to him. The reason why I like the Divine Beasts is because they kind of mimic my favorite dungeon in all of the Legend of Zelda. My favorite dungeon in all of the Legend of Zelda is Stone Tower Temple. Mostly because it has the best mini-bosses in the series. One of the best musical scores ever. The dun 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 and the dun 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 dun. It's just so good. It's one of the best like video game pieces of music I've ever heard, and it fits the tone so well. This like otherworldly demonic tower of demons. Very cool. Very amazing. Welcome back, Harper. And one of the best things about Stone Tower Temple is the gimmick that you can flip the dungeon upside down and kind of replay the dungeon with different things. And what I kind of discovered, not too long ago was like, that's kind of like the Divine Beasts, where the Divine Beasts are less about like room progression and backtracking and puzzle solving and dungeons as more as it is like most of the puzzles revolve around manipulating the dungeon itself, whether it's the water, the water Divine Beast Ruta, and manipulating the water levels, or the cylinder one in the Gerudo Desert. Those dungeons require manipulating the room itself, and I think that that's really cool. Now, as much as I love the Divine Beasts, and I think that they were a really good addition and really fun and made the game feel fresh, I am really hoping and praying that Breath of the Wild 2 brings back traditional dungeons. Like, I want, like, a Shadow Temple. But I don't want, like, Fire Temple, Water Temple, Forest Temple. I think Aonuma's better than that. I think he can do something crazy. I want, like... it's so hard to, like, come up with something on the spot, but I want not just your traditional fire dungeon, water dungeon, forest dungeon, earth dungeon. I want them to get really fucking creative with these dungeons. Assuming that they're even going to be in the game. Shit, give me that club. So. Breath of the Wild, I mean, Majora's Mask did that pretty well. But they were still, like, environments. But it was just, like, instead of the forest temple, here's a swamp. Instead of the, volcano level, here's frozen mountains. Instead of a water temple, here's, like, a mechanical, like, water factory in the middle of the ocean. It kind of, like, instead of the desert temple, here's, like, a haunted canyon of the dead. Like, there was little spins on it that made it, feel really fresh. Also, if you guys did not hear, we are doing this marathon a little bit different, which, long story short, no matter where we're at, what side quest we're doing, anything, when the uptime hits 10 hours, when we've streamed for 10 hours, we are going... What the fuck? Well, I can make it work. We're going to beeline right for Hyrule Castle and do the end game, which we've never done before. So, yeah, Master Mode's really good. Master Mode's really good. For sure, Parks. I just read your comment now. Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't ever like to overhype shit, but you have to keep in mind this is my favorite game series of all time. I've streamed hundreds of hours of this game, and the fact that I still love it and I still find new stuff, and every now and then a chat member will tell me something that even I didn't know, makes me love it. The care that is put into these games. You can tell that Nintendo and Aonuma don't look at Zelda like a cash grab. And some people be like, what do you mean, Zach? They did Hyrule Warriors, they did spin-offs, they do remakes. Yes, I understand. But when it comes to the next installment, they definitely pride themselves with wanting each game to feel pretty different from the last. In terms of either tone, story, or gameplay. Yes, Harper, I will. In fact, I've been playing a shit ton of Link's Awakening off stream to de-rust, and I've been routing for future streams. So I've been like making mental notes of, oh, I should go here next, and oh, this is a really cool side quest to prioritize, and this and that. Yes, I've been doing that, so that way, once I beat the game, I'll be able to plan a really cool, structured Link's Awakening stream. I am on the second to last dungeon right now, and I have a lot of cool things planned out for the future. That which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear, but perhaps that is not true for everyone. Something that I didn't bring up, because like I said, this game kind of throws you right into it, and before you know it, there's a million things to talk about. So please forgive me if it feels like I'm ranting or I'm talking your guys' ear off, but there's a lot of cool things. So if you guys may or may not know, this game has a day and night cycle, which means nighttime and daytime progress, you know, in a cycle. Every few minutes, you know, the day changes and the weather changes and the clouds move, with the exception of the Great Plateau. The Great Plateau, I'm skipping this dialogue. Pretty much we're just trying to get the paraglider right now. The Great Plateau, the time of day is locked into progression of the missions, which means, you know how that we were playing and it was daytime? If I would have sat there for 12 hours straight and we would have fucked around, day would have never changed to night. Just like now, this sunset, this twilight time of day was scripted. No matter what you do, when you leave this dungeon, the game is scripted to show you that it is now dusk at this point in the game. It's not until later in the game, a few more missions on, where the game has a more natural day and night cycle. But the game tries to hold your hand and lock you into daytime until you progress. Because this game has a really interesting thing where the world and the environment becomes more dangerous at night. So it's kind of like it's more organically introducing you to the nighttime. But the way that the game is always stringing you along with missions, the player never really realizes that. They don't actually think like, oh, it's been daytime the whole time. A lot of people play this and they don't even really realize it because it's such a natural way to do things. And I think that's a really good game design. Yeah, Taters. Everybody, the owl's really infamous. In fact, Kippora Gabora, the owl from Ocarina of Time, he was so infamous that in the remakes, the 3DS remakes of the game, they actually made his dialogue shorter because so many people like infamously complained about that shit. So when they re-released the game, they actually shortened his dialogue because they were aware that players thought he talked way too much. A Minecraft pig plush? Shit, dude. I mean, it sucks for you still, but like $5 isn't that bad. $5 is still pretty cheap for a nice plush. I remember spending $35 on my Pop Team Epic plush. That shit was wild. Alright. I don't think I got that chest. Your mom's very strict. I get it, dude. I know how it is. I know how it be, dude. We all been there at some point. Alright, so we're gonna climb back up the tower, scout out some of these, Oh, shit. Wow, look at that. You guys see that? It was a meteorite. That actually plays into one of the quests of the game. That was kind of cool to see. That's why I love this game. Little things like that happen organically. Which makes no two streams or playthroughs the same. Even though I love streaming a lot of the Zelda games, this is always one of my favorite games to marathon, because unlike the other ones, which is kind of like, oh, this is this part, this part, this part, no two 12 hours of Breath of the Wild have ever been the same, and that's what I really like about it. Really interesting, though. We got to catch that. Alright, cool. Make a wish, chat. You guys just saw a shooting star? What'd you guys wish for? I think I fucked up already. I'm used to having my 200-hour build. Actually, I think I'm gonna dumb jackass, I could just teleport there. For those of you guys who have played this game before, if you've played Breath of the Wild, what is your favorite area of the game? Like, what divine beast? Is it the, Rito, Zora, Gerudo, Goron? There's a cat outside my window, holy shit. What the fuck, look at this. No, he ran away. What the fuck, no. I never seen him before in my life. Bro, there was literally a wild cat running around outside my window. He disappeared, though. Shit. I don't know where he went. I wasn't fast enough. I'm sorry, chat. Scared the shit out of me. I wasn't quick enough. Damn. Alright, sorry. I got excited for a moment. He was like looking at me. He was in the middle of my yard just looking at me. Whatever. I got excited. He ran off, though. He saw me freaking out. Maybe he's in the bushes. No? Whatever. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry. I was talking about cats and shit. But yeah, what is your guys' favorite part of Breath of the Wild? For those of you guys who played it. Yes, those are both really good. Both really good. I'm sorry. You don't normally see wild ones roaming around the planet. Whatever, guys. You guys are a bunch of haters. Interesting though. Chat. Did you think about this? We just teleported to the top of this tower, but this old dumbass man already got here before us. How the hell was this old man who needs a walking stick to get around able to get here before us? Rito Village is awesome because it has the music from Wind Waker, which is one of the best songs in all of Zelda, which is the, gosh, what's the name of the island? I'm drawing a blank here. Dragon Roost. It has the Dragon Roost Island song, which is just so freaking good. But it has like a really slow, like methodical remix of the song. It's cool. I thought you were gonna say you steal your cat's food and eat it yourself. I was like, what the fuck? All right. Now this is also cool because this is a pretty natural tutorial. Also, look it. That's where the meteorite fell. We're gonna have to get that. As soon as we can get off the plateau, I'm gonna make a little waypoint. Well, we'll worry about that later. We'll see it. We gotta pick up that meteorite, chat. We're gonna make points in the map to all the shrines that we gotta go to. Once we get to these 3 shrines, we can get off the plateau, then the stream really starts. So let's just hurry the fuck up and get to the best parts of the game. Ooh, don't jump off there, Chief. Can't go there yet, can I? There it is. Right? No. Yes. Okay. We're good. Sorry. All right, let's make our way. Now we gotta go down the slow way though, but you know, whatever. The Majora's Mask item, yeah, for sure. It allows you to like sneak past enemies and stuff. Oof, that was dangerous. Yeah, but I'm not sure how many like other Zelda games you guys have ever played before in the past, but like I said before, this is definitely the longest one, which makes marathoning it a little more tricky than the rest because a simple 12-hour, even 12 hours, like even if we did a 24-hour stream of this game, we still wouldn't be able to do everything, which is pretty wild. Whereas most of the other games can have a decent marathon within 1 to 2 12 hours. I don't think there's any other Zelda game that I can't beat within 2 12-hour streams. You know. This one being a pretty big exception. There we go. I'm going to very quickly... No, we're gonna get enough weapons. We got enough shit. We don't need to go there. We don't need to raid that right now. Some people might be like, oh shit, Zach Lolliot, you are doing a 3-heart challenge. That's going to make the game really fucking hard. Yes, it is going to make the game difficult, but the upside to this game, and usually in the other ones, there are no upsides at all. So, looking at the glass half full on this, that means every upgrade that we get all goes towards stamina, which means our stamina gets upgraded a lot more quickly than on a normal, like, vanilla run, which is cool. Because stamina is very helpful in this game. Oh shit. One of the best enemy types in the game, the Guardians. Very dangerous, very scary. And it's not until... I might actually die. Nope, I'm good. No deaths yet. Oh shit, there's skeletons. Yeah, there's... Those Guardians pretty much stay pretty large threats up until, like, the last quarter of the game. Like, those guys remain pretty dangerous until pretty much the end. So. Oh, for sure, dude. And those are just the stationary Guardians. Once you get off the plateau, there's the moving Guardians and then the flying Guardians. And they pretty much, other than Lionel's, are the biggest threat that you're going to face in this game. Pop, how come you don't have a mod badge or anything? What the hell happened? What the fuck? What happened to your mod badge and sub badge and all your shit? Oh! Never mind. Your first message didn't have it, then your second message had it. Also, I forgot to update this, but what's really cool is, you know how the streams have like a leaderboard at the top of the chat for whoever has the most bits? They also have one for top gifted subs, so I gotta switch that. I gotta switch that, because then it shows who the top gifted subber is and then the top bit person is, but I gotta fix that. What do you mean by that, old man? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can't say I know what you're talking about. A-bombs. You would think that having infinite bombs would be overpowered. It's not. Not really. They utilize it really well. Bombs are not that effective against enemies, but they're really effective against the environment. So it's really cool. I really like the way that this game handled bombs. If I remember correctly, you get a claymore, which was the first time that I ever... I don't need this if it's badly damaged. It's the first time you get a two-handed weapon in the game. And it was really cool to see, damn, there's two-handed weapons in this game and spears and other... Yeah, you get the Traveler's Claymore. I do remember that. We will be saving that, though, for a little bit. We'll do other Traveler's Swords. Somebody in the chat also brought up how the Traveler's Sword kind of resembles the starting sword from Wind Waker. And I agree. I just don't know if that was intentional. I think that was just kind of like how the game designs basic bitch swords. But who knows? I mean... I would not put it past Aonuma to say that that was an intended thing. Also, having a dedicated jump button in The Legend of Zelda was one of the most wild things as well. So many things fundamentally about this game play so much differently. And it's all really cool. All very new and exciting. Amber. Oh shit. Oh. Some of these, because there's literally hundreds of shrines in this game, there's no way in hell I have all these memorized, but still. All the ones on the plateau are really easy. But still. It's not until later in the game where they get difficult, you have to do those like puzzles and all these really crazy things all moving around at once. It's also weird playing this game without the paraglider because that's such a fundamental part of this game. every time I restart this game, not having the paraglider is always, like, feels really strange. So much so where if Breath of the Wild 2 doesn't... Okay, this is what I think. If Breath of the Wild 2 doesn't have the paraglider, they should give the player a hook shot instead. I think that would be a good trade-off. Having a hook shot that can latch onto anything would be just as cool as having a paraglider. I feel like giving you both might be a little too overpowered when it comes to traversal. We'll see. A roll button? Yeah, for sure. This is very much a different... This game is very much a different beast. Like, I actually have a theory. This is not... this is not backed up by any facts or anything. But, and now it's daytime. I have reason to believe that Aonuma, now that he is the lead developer of, sorry, I'm coughing. Shit. Now that he's pretty much in charge of The Legend of Zelda, and Miyamoto's kind of stepped down, I have a sneaking suspicion that Aonuma kind of intends to have his own Zelda continuity. The reason why I believe that is, hey, we got the Nintendo Switch shirt. It's kind of a little meme shirt. I don't really want to wear it the whole game, but it's cool to check out. I think that Aonuma kind of wants to have his own continuity because right before Miyamoto left and stepped down as like lead game designer for The Legend of Zelda, they had kind of released the timelines and Hyrule Historia. And even though I have my own theories and reasons to believe that I think that this game takes place in the Downfall timeline, Aonuma's been really hush-hush about, like, where does this game take place in the timeline? He's like, oh, well, it's everywhere here and there. And now the fact that his second game is going to be a direct sequel to this game, I feel like Aonuma kind of wants to start fresh and not be tied down to necessarily the lore and the previous games and stuff like that. I think that he maybe wants to do his own thing, which I think is really cool. Because that will never really tarnish Miyamoto's, Zelda games. But at the same time, it's going to kind of create this new genre of Zelda. And that's why I also think that this game is the most important Zelda game that has come out since Ocarina of Time. Because Ocarina of Time kind of set down the building blocks for what a Legend of Zelda game should be, with dungeons, music, items, progression. For a 3D Zelda, and pretty much 3D games in general, for the longest time, every Zelda game followed the Ocarina of Time formula. This has been the first game to kind of completely wipe away all of those familiarities and kind of create its own really cool, unique thing. And I think that if Aonuma wants to continue, I think that Breath of the Wild may have changed Zelda forever. Whether that's going to be for better or for worse, we don't know yet, but I am really optimistic about that. So I do think that this is the most important Zelda game that has come out in the past, 20 years. Shit. Shit. Come on, bombs. I wasted that bomb. Either he's going to fuck me up. Not really, I got him. There we go. Got him off guard a little bit. So, only time will tell the effects that Breath of the Wild had on the overall series. Either way, we just got a remake of Link's Awakening, which is about the most traditional Zelda game that you can get. So, traditional Zelda will never be dead. They'll be remaking Ocarina and Majora's Mask and Skyward Sword till we're, 50. And then even more so after that. There's a beehive that I'm not fucking with. Alright. Even when you try to zoom past the plateau, it is decently lengthy. I'm going to chop this down. I'm gonna chop a couple more trees down just to stock up on wood before I want to have a decent amount of stuff before we get to the real nitty gritty. How's the stream quality, by the way, guys? Is it pretty good quality? Running pretty nice? Let me know. I hope that you guys are enjoying the marathon so far. We have a lot to do. Alright, let's switch back. Good. I'm glad. Now, this is a fun little Easter egg. A lot of people know this one already, but when you're in the Temple of Time, there is a very light piano sound that can be heard every now and then. Long story short, if you were to record this and speed it up, it is the traditional Temple of Time theme from Ocarina of Time, but it's slowed down so slow that it is almost unrecognizable. So these little piano, it seems kind of like its own ambience music. It's actually the Temple of Time theme, very slowed down. A little Easter egg there. Kind of almost to like tell the player that, yeah, thousands of years have passed. The Ocarina of Time that you once know and love is kind of a distant memory. Just like it is in regards to the more of a meta sense of this game. There's one big thing I've been waiting to talk about, but I want to wait till we're right off the plateau. And that has to do with Ocarina of Time as well. And I think that's it's a really cool Easter egg that not a lot of people are aware of. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh, snap. Oh, shit. Did not know that that Deku Stick had that long of a range. Pop, you knew exactly what I was gonna fucking say. That's exactly what I'm gonna get to. That's literally about what I've been waiting to talk about and get to. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. You knew exactly where I was going with that. I will talk about that when we finish the dungeons. Right before we leave the plateau, that will be the last thing I talk about before we set off to Rito Village. Alright, now, we gotta cook a lot of shit, because we gotta get the warm, I don't know how to pronounce it. I pronounce it like a fucking idiot. I call it the doublet. What's the real pronunciation of that? The warm shirt that Link fucking gets. You know what I'm talking about here? Welcome back, dude. We are about to finish the last two things, and then I want to talk about what is one of the coolest Easter eggs or references and connections to Ocarina of Time, but I'm going to wait till we finish these next two trials. So yes. So, like I said, I know I said that we were going to rush through the plateau, but there's honestly so much to fucking talk about. That is not how it's pronounced. B doublets? No, dude. Is it like double? 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 How do you pronounce that shirt, dude? I don't know. Is it like a French word? Alright, let's cook up some bullshit. Fun little fact. This game has such good immersion with physics and fire and rain and water and terrain. You want to start a fire, son, bitch? Cook up your stick. Light it up. Boom. Easy. Don't gotta do nothing. Alright. Now let's cook up some warm soup shit. That's what I need for my throat right now. Damn, dude. Some warm soup. Alright, where the fuck is all my shit? There we go. Let's make some health stuff really quick. I'm just gonna cook up some fresh veggies for all us. There we go. Cook up some shit. Good. Cook it up. Doublet? Alright. Gotcha. Alright. Now, in a 3-art challenge, food doesn't necessarily matter that much because we don't even have that much health anyways. But I just want to cook up some stuff. You know, future-proof this little quest that we're going on. And what I love about this game is because it really makes you feel like an adventurer. Because, like, you have to, like, do prep in regards to your stamina, health. Whenever you're in a town or a safe place, you have to, like, cook, craft, do some stuff, then set out on your quest. And if you fail, you feel like it's because you weren't prepared enough. And I like that. It really gives you that adventurer feel. Alright, let's just cook up some hot shit. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Spicy sauteed peppers. We gotta get a couple more of those here. I did not want to eat that. That was so stupid. Double. So that says, how unhealthy must Link be? Fries 100% of his meals. Hey man, a little bit of fried vegetables, as long as you don't cover it in butter and salt, it's not too bad for you, dude. You know, it's not deep frying it. See, deep frying's fucked up because you're soaking that shit in all kinds of oil and fats and bread and all that bullshit. Frying stuff ain't that bad, you know. Yeah, obviously grilling is better, but a little bit of fried vegetables, steamed vegetables, a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil on there, ain't gonna kill you. Be pretty damn good. Better than half the shit you guys probably eat. Go to Taco Bell. I don't know if anything in Taco Bell isn't man-made. There ain't a single animal, a single vegetable. That shit's all like Play-Doh that they painted to look good. Alright, here we go. And this'll cook one pepper. Could you guys imagine, like, boy, oh boy, I'm hungry. You take one pepper, put it in a pot, and that's your dinner. Where the fuck do all those peppers come from? I put one pepper in there, and now it's a whole plate? What a master chef. What a triumph is that. Alright, let's eat that shit. Let's go. Pats his tummy, and let's go on a quest. Welcome, everybody, into the stream. This is the 12-hour story lore run for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you're new to the Milky Finishers, my name is Zach Lolliot. We do streams of all the games in the Zelda series. Let me know what Zelda game you'd love to see a 12-hour of next. We always do hardest difficulty, 3-heart challenge, story, lore, Easter eggs, deep dive into these games, talking about what makes them so amazing. So get ready. What part of tonight's stream are you the most excited for? Let me know. Dude, Taco Bell's good as shit, dude. We were talking about how on the other stream a couple weeks ago, I was talking about if a girl had a Taco Bell tattoo, that I'd probably make her my girlfriend. That's how much I love Taco Bell. What's up, potato salad? You, of course. What's up, dude? Welcome to the 12-hour marathon. Unfortunately, Thunderblight Ganon will not be fought in tonight's stream, because in our Discord server, which you guys should join if you haven't done so already, or subscribe to us on YouTube if you want, we had a poll that you guys voted on saying which Divine Beast would you guys like to see during this 12-hour, and the Rito Village won. That was not my call. I had the viewers vote, and that was the one that won the poll. Yeah, one of the things I miss about this game is interiors, because I love some of the interiors in Zelda. I love the dungeons. I love, you know, some of the big towns. And this game doesn't have too many, like, inside of buildings. So when you go to Hyrule Castle and you have this literal gigantic exploration of, like, corridors and armories and a dungeon and the prison cells, and it's just, everything's so good. And then the music that plays, it's phenomenal, and I cannot wait to experience that. How many more times? Oh, you can't even make that up. Literally, you said, curious how many more times I'm gonna have to play to get this good. I looked at the chat, I walked off the edge, and now I'm gonna die of hypothermia. Maybe not. Maybe I can live. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. The first death of the fucking run. That was so ironic. That was so fucking ironic. Fuck me, man. Never mind. I knew it. The irony in reading a compliment in the chat and I walk off the fucking cliff. Fun fact, if you die from the cold in this game, the game over screens blue. A little Easter egg some people don't necessarily realize. So yeah, I think if you die to electricity, the game over screen is also yellow. There's fun little Easter eggs and tidbits there. I'm gonna actually set up my light equipment. Yes. If you guys want to vote on what Zelda game you would like to see marathoned next, join our Discord server. Go to the announcement section, and anytime we post a new poll, go and vote. What's up, Epic Man? Anyways, this will be my third. This will be my fourth time playing the game. This will be my third time normal mode, and then I did a master mode. I did one master mode. This is my third time playing the game. Even though I love this Zelda, I have not replayed this one nearly as much as the other ones, mostly because of its daunting length. I'm actually going to save. Whereas Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, I've played like Ocarina and Majora's Mask I've probably played 20 to 30 times. Those are older ones, so I had my whole childhood, my, you know, when I was a teenager. Then on stream, I played them multiple times on stream. And like I said, we stream all the Zelda games, and we marathon a lot of these. So whether you're an Ocarina fan or a fan of Breath of the Wild, we play 12-hour marathons of all of them. Unfortunately, I've been so busy, I have not done a Breath of the Wild stream in 6 months. So I've actually put this game down for 6 months. So I'm a little bit rusty at it. I've been focusing a lot of time on Ocarina and Link's Awakening. So Ocarina of Time and Link's Awakening have gotten majority of my attention lately. But I'm trying to shift back over to some other games in the series as well. So if I am a little bit rusty, it is because it has been 6 months since the last time this game has been featured on the channel. Awesome, I'm so glad. And if you want to join our Discord server, feel free. If you want to see some other stuff that we stream throughout the week, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, where I upload some highlights. Either way, I'm happy to have you here. We usually stream a lot of Nintendo games, but The Legend of Zelda is my favorite. Legend of Zelda is my favorite series, so. I almost fell in the boom boom room. Alright, shut up. I hate this part because you have to like position it just right. Oh shit, my thing ran off. Okay, it's fine. We got some backups. We good. Boomer room. Shit. There we go. Perfect, dude. Well, no, not perfect. Close. A little more. A little more. And we're good. Sweet. Holy shit. Chat, I'm going to ask you this question instead of me talking to myself, because I'd rather hear your guys' opinion, because your guys' opinion is more unbiased than mine. Just because I'm curious what you guys think. What Zelda game do you think I'm the best at? Out of all the Zelda games you've seen me stream and marathon throughout the years, what Zelda game do you think that I'm the best at? OOT. Twilight Princess Link, hey, I'm just saying, I'm just calling it as I see it. I think Twilight Princess Link is like, I wouldn't call him cute, you know, because he's more rugged. He's got like that messy, dark brown hair. He's like a farmer. He works with the goats. You know, he comes out, he works hard. He lives in a much more dark, gritty world. Breath of the Wild Link's cute. He's got the ponytail. He's got that, you know, that Gerudo outfit. So I would consider Breath of the Wild, he has a more cuteness to him, where Twilight Princess Link, he's more of like a rugged man. He's like a warrior, you know. So I wouldn't really use the term cute for him as much. I don't know if you meant to say heard about. Have you ever heard about Chernobyl? Are you talking about the show or the, like, event? I know I've heard about both, you know. I've never seen the show, though. I never watched the show, but, I mean, I know about it. Welcome to the stream, by the way, dude. And trash, dude. Potato salad, put it in, anime hell, dude. Every time I do a Zelda marathon, I start thinking about all the Zelda characters. Alright, guys. We're all here. We got some time to kill while we're on the plateau. Things aren't going to start heating up for another hour or so. So let me ask a question to you, chat. Feel free. Who is the absolute most attractive Zelda character? Male or female, depending on what you like. What do you like? Who's the cutest, most attractive character in all of the Zelda series? Male or female, take your pick. I want to hear what you guys think. Who is your number one? Come on, chat. Spam that emote. Show Selenus. What's up, Rainbow Kappa? It's okay, dude. I was so tired. I was talking to Andrew, and then by the time, like, I packed up the stream, walked him outside, I came back, and then the stream was over already. I wasn't able to tune in, so that was my fault, dude. But maybe next time, dude. I still want to see that shit. The moon? Come on, Harper. kind of whack shit is that? There we go, Pop. Yeah, here we got. We got to show off that that Prince Sidon emote, dude. Designed by one of our amazing moderators, Shinpuff. She hand drew that emote, and we used it for our channel. So big shout outs to Shinpuff. Super amazing. And if you're really dirty and disgusting, and you're more of a Tingle kind of guy or girl, you think Tingle's your man, your bae, another one of our awesome followers, Epic Man, designed a Tingle emote. So we got that one. Yeah. Okay, Speznaz, let me ask you this. Which Zelda? Because Zelda has a very drastically different redesign in almost every game in the series. So what Legend of Zelda, Zelda is cutest? Sidon's good, dude. Sidon is amazing. He's one of the best parts of this video game. N64 Zelda is cute. She's not necessarily my type, because she's very refined. She's a very like, I'm not using the word basic in a bad term, but you're kind of basic princess. She's got the blonde hair, the like regal, like not flashy crown, the long robe dress. You know, she's a very like stereotypical princess, which is fine. My more type of girl is Skyward Sword Zelda. She's more like full of life, and she got like her cute bangs. Her hair's wrapped in those like ropes. She's more playful. She seems like somebody, and in Skyward Sword is Link's childhood friend. So I think that the best iteration of Princess Zelda is in Skyward Sword. She's so full of life. She's so supportive. She's so like mischievous, funny, important. I will always stand by that my favorite Zelda is Skyward Sword. She seems so sweet, and you want to save her. We're like, and like I said, a lot of people give me shit for this. I think the worst iteration of Zelda is Twilight Princess. Just because, yeah, she's hot or whatever, but she has like that resting bitch face all the time. She always looks like she's complaining or in a bad mood. And honestly, Zelda in Twilight Princess is not really important. She has no connection to Link. She's very proper. She's like, Link, you are the hero. We respect you. There's no like personal relationship. There's no like driving force. Midna outshines Zelda in that game in every like beat. Beat for beat, Midna is the better companion, better princess, better driving force than Zelda. I think Zelda has the smallest role. It's not until the end of the game where she's like, oh shit, I'll help you fight Ganon. But everything feels like a very professional relationship. She's just like, I knight thee, Link. You are a trusted ally to Hyrule. Where in Skyward Sword and this game, they're like friends. They have like a little bit of like romance or friendship or history with each other. And I think, especially Ocarina of Time, like, in Ocarina of Time, Link and Zelda meet as kids, and they have a plan, and they grow up and see how the world changed together. And their relationship, whether it's romantic or not, is more deep, you know. And in Twilight Princess, you don't get that. Zelda is just kind of a figurehead that gives Link orders. You know what I mean? If you guys understand. And I'm not saying that she's shit. I'm just saying that I think that she's the worst example of the different iterations of Princess Zelda. Yeah, for sure, dude. Our stream went so late, Rainbow Kappa. That was my bad, dude. It was so late. A lot of people went to sleep and shit. Yes. So, the reason why I brought up what is the most attractive Zelda character? My very first video game crush ever when I was a kid, I think I was like 6 or 7. I was really young. Like 6 or 7. My very first video game crush ever in my life was the Bombchu girl from Ocarina of Time. And then in Majora's Mask, she was the treasure shop girl. But I remember that was for the first time. I don't know why. I was like 6 or 7-year-old Zach. Just playing Ocarina of Time. I go to the Bombchu shop. Something about her being sleepy, and then she wakes up and she does that thing where she like moves her shoulders, and then the song, and she like giggles, and that was my first video game crush ever. No, that was my stepbrother, Pop, you sick son of a bitch. I don't like the lady from Lady. This is a fucking beagle. This is a beagle. I'm gonna show off my my shirt for some of you guys. Some of you guys may enjoy this. Here we go. Not only did it come full circle, because one of our sub emotes is the Bomb Chew Girl. She's got the little heart, so anytime you want to share love to a streamer you like, show them the Bomb Chew Girl. I love all of our emotes. You have the Milky one, which is when people get angry at me, which is pretty often. You guys spam that. You have Tingle, which is a parody of the Dan's Game emote. It's like disgusted Tingle when I say something gross or something gross happens. Cdon is all about being determined. He's like, that emote is so good because that pose, like, you can hear his voice in your head. You can hear the I believe in you. Every time I see that emote, it like resonates his feeling. Just like Tingle, disgusting. You can feel his disgust. And then also, Bomb Chew Girl's just cute. And I actually have this. I'll go full screen for this. I actually have this Bomb Chew Girl shirt. The Bomb Chew bowling shirt. And it's the Bomb Chew Girl with a heart piece heart riding on a Bomb Chew. Super cute. I love this shirt. I love it. Just wanted to show it off to you guys. Every time I do a Zelda marathon, I try to show off all my Zelda shit. Ugh. All right. Now you can see that the shirt's purple and not blue. Thank you. I told you it's the lighting. For some reason, when I wear it on stream, the lighting makes that shit look fucking blue. Shit is purple. All right. We're only 2 hours in. I already got to crack open my Picari Sweat, dude. You know what? Yeah, we'll crack it open. We'll crack it open. Ugh. I got you hooked on Pocari, dude. I'm telling you, man. It is the most hydrating, smooth, awesome drink in the game right now. I feel so bad for you, Pop. It's so damn good. After this, I only have 2 bottles left, so I gotta make a run, but I've been so fucking broke, guys. I've been trying to get stuff ready to move. Been trying to scrounge up some money to get some new furniture because my room's gonna be a little bit bigger and a little different. So I'm trying to get like shelves and tables and stuff, and it's all been really expensive. So my Picari Sweat budget's been a little bit in the dumps lately. So I've been prioritizing the move right now, and once that's done, I'll be able to see how much, how much I got left over. That's a big reason why I haven't been able to buy Death Stranding or Luigi's Mansion right now, because I don't want to spend anything until I'm all settled into my new house. So once I'm all settled into the new house and everything's all laid low and no surprise expenses show up, I'll be able to know what I can and can't get. So, yeah. Pop, there is this though, and even though it's not as good, it's still good. Like, a lot of people like, yeah, it's not quite as good, but it's better than nothing for sure. You can actually buy these packets on Amazon. And all you do is it's the Picari Sweat powder, and you can put it into any bottle of water, shake it up, and you can make it Picari Sweat. Because majority of it is just water. It's water with here, I'll read the label. Picari Sweat is a healthy beverage that smoothly supplies lost water and electrolytes during perspiration. With the appropriate density and electrolytes close to that of human body fluid, it can be easily absorbed into the body. It has a nice sweet but salty taste to it, and you can actually buy a big box of packets on Amazon that'll give you, I think, about 12 bottles worth. You put that in your water, shake that shit up, and you got Picari Sweat. It's official. It's official shit. So there's that. Yeah, that way you can try it, and then if you really like it, you can maybe try to find a scrounge for the legit bottles. Gamer God, here we go. Yes, it's like the lightest lemon lime Gatorade you've ever had. It's very good. It's a very light taste, so it doesn't leave any type of like. You know how like soda or juice like leaves a flavor in your mouth? It's not like that. Like, it tastes good, but then once you swallow it, it's the flavor's gone. It's a very smooth drink. And like I said, one bottle of that is about the same as 2 big bottles of water for me. I drink 1 bottle of this and it hydrates me just as much as 2 bottles of normal water. And it keeps me going on the streams without having to take 50,000 piss and water breaks. Sunny D, dude? What do you like? Because there's a Sunny D feud. Do you like the California or the Florida style? There's 2 different styles of Sunny D. I don't remember which one I like more. One of them has a blue cap, one of them has a red cap. And then there's the Cali brand and the Florida brand. They're very different flavors. Which one are you on? Blue cap better? That's the Florida brand, I think. I think California brand's red cap. Some places don't even stock both of them. See, I live in the Midwest, so we get both. We're right in the middle of the U.S., so we get the both Sunny Ds. But they don't stock them everywhere, so there's a good chance Pop has never had the other type of... He probably doesn't even know there's 2 Sunny Ds out there. Alright. Holy shit, that actually scared me. I got smacked by that boulder. Arizona tea's fine. I'm a little bit of a tea snob because I drink so much fucking tea. Especially ever since I started streaming. That's like my fucking like thing that keeps me alive. So I'm a little bit of a tea snob. I still like Arizona. Brisk is good, but the bad thing is like it's so fucking bad for you. It's so much sugar. It's like disgusting amounts of sugar for like 1 can. If it wasn't so bad for you, I'd drink more of it, but I actually like Brisk. Arizona's good. I drink Arnold Palmer's, which got the tea lemonade combo. You know. I like Pure Life. Pure Life has this like strawberry hibiscus tea that's really good. I really don't know what my favorite is. The blue cap is the Florida style Sunny D. They taste drastically different because they use like different fruits for each of them, so. I'm gonna get fucked up by this bat, I bet. Maybe not. Come on, leave me alone, dickhead. Come on, dumbass. Shit. Got him. Easy. Yes, I did, Parks, and it's on our YouTube channel. Our second YouTube channel, the Milky Archives, which we upload our full uncut streams, including tonight. This full 12-hour marathon will be uploaded uncut to YouTube tonight. So, yeah. That was it was on the first N64 Madness. I have the actual game, too. Like, I have the actual cartridge in my basement. That's how I knew I liked it. Out of most of the N64 Madness games I've never played before, but that was one of them that I did play in my childhood. And I still own it. I still own Blast Corps. And we did it for N64 Madness. It's a pretty niche game. Alrighty. Y'all ready for some sled action? Tactical sledding action. I don't want to lock onto this guy, dumbass. There we go. Woohoo! There we go. This is how you traverse like a champ. I'm gonna probably get fucked up though. No way. Suck my ass, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, nothing. Traversal in this game is so sick. How do people hate this game? How do you love The Legend of Zelda, but you hate Breath of the Wild, chat? Tell me. I want to know. Because I've seen some Breath of the Wild haters. How do you hate this game? I don't understand it. It is an enigma. I can see if you don't like any Zelda games. If you hate all of The Legend of Zelda, you know, you're a first-person shooter guy, or you're a JRPG kind of guy, you just don't like Zelda. That's not your thing, whatever. But how do you love Ocarina, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and you hate this game? I don't understand it. I do not understand. Slow minds, I get you. Look at this big old hammer. All right. And we're good. And we're at the last shrine. My goal was to get off the plateau after an hour and a half. Looks like we're gonna, you know, be a little late to that, but that's fine. We got hours, dude. We got over 10 hours. Ooh, damn shrine. Ooh. My favorite enemy in Breath of the Wild, it's not an original. Yep, everybody, almost everybody thinks this. It's the Lynels. And I'm unapologetic of that. They are by far one of the coolest new enemies in a Zelda game in, like, years. Like, what a fucking ingenious idea. Like, Zelda already has a lot of cool enemies. Yeah, you have the Bokoblins, the Moblins, but you have sick, awesome enemies like the Iron Knuckles, the Dark Nuts. You have the Wizrobes, which are like wizards that, like, shoot magic and teleport around. The Garo from Majora's Mask, the hooded, dual-wielding, you know, desert dwellers. You have so many awesome, like, enemies. And the fact that Aonuma sat down and said, what can we create that's never, ever been in a Zelda game before? That's terrifying as fuck. And it's literally just a gigantic centaur. It's just like a lion body, a horse body, lion torso, bow and arrow wielding, sword wielding, absolute beasts of threats. It is so awesome. One of the best parts of this game. Now, with that said, I actually would not be sad if Lynels didn't come back in Breath of the Wild 2. And before you guys get like, boo, Zach, fuck you. If they take out Lynels, the game's gonna be shit. No, listen to me. Listen. Lynels were sick. Remember that feeling when you played this game for the first time and you encounter your first Lynel and you realize just how big the power... You know that, like, anime catchphrase people say? Where, like, the guy beats the anime character's ass and he's like, you're 100 years too early to take on me. That's literally when you encounter a Lynel for the first time. When they beat your ass, it's like you're about 50 hours of game time away from even coming close to me. It's literally that. Like, the amount of threat that they are is ridiculous. Even till, like, it wasn't until they had like 200 hours in this game, 200 hours, to where they stopped becoming like insta-kill threats. They are still dangerous after 200 hours of prep, building up weapons, champion abilities. They're absolute units. So before you get mad at me, remember that feeling that you got when you encountered a Lynel for the first time ever. I think... What the fuck? I tried to stop it, dude. I thought I could stop him. I'm a dumbass. The feeling of encountering something new that's dangerous and mind-blowing. Instead of just bringing them back, I would really love to challenge Aonuma to try to do it again. So I would not be sad if Lynels are not in the game, but I would love if Aonuma was able to come up with a different threat. A different way to fuck with the player, or a different enemy, or something even better. You know what I mean? Dude, the Lynel in the Coliseum is legendary. That is an optional fight that's better than most boss fights in any other Zelda game. Yes, I fought the golden one. I never even heard of that place pop, so I'm guessing no. I think there's a treasure chest up there, or maybe I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna check. I think I'm gonna get my ass beat. No, I'm fine. No, I never heard of that place. Never heard of that place. Hey, one of the coolest shields in the game. Not really, that was a stupid thing to say. One of the most iconic shields of the game. A lot of promotional images have Link with this shield. I'm not gonna equip it, well, I'll equip it to show you. I actually saw, I forgot where I was at, but they actually sell backpacks of this shield. This one in particular. It's like a backpack, and then you zip the shield and you can put stuff in the whole, like, circular shield. It's really cool. But I'm gonna save it till we kind of go through our Bokoblin shield. Do we really need another hammer? Yeah, we could always use another hammer. Fuck it. Eh, whatever. Fuck it. Sweet. It is just way more powerful than anything else that I have, so I might as well keep it. Here we go. And the world. You would think an ability to stop time would be overpowered. That's what I love. The game gives you so many awesome abilities like magnesis and infinite bombs and the ability to stop time. And the game is still one of the most hard Legend of Zeldas. Oh, I consider every Zelda game to have two different games that break away from it. There is the game itself and then the meta game. I think those are two very valid ways to experience a Legend of Zelda game. I would always say that just play the fucking game normal, and then if you want to get into speed running or glitches or challenges, do that, or randomizers or whatever. And I think that playing the game normal is cool. That's the way that I like to do it. Just talk about the story, the lore, just use the mechanics the way that they're supposed to be used. But whether you speed run or you know, sequence break, I also think that is very valid and a very fun way to play those games. Whether it's Ocarina of Time with the wrong warps or Infinite Sword Glitch, or this game with whistle running and time saves and game breaks and all those little glitches, I also think are really cool. I think that some of the fun, most of the fun for some people is discovering some of these exploits in a Zelda game. When a new Zelda game comes out, they try to find all these workarounds and exploits and glitches. And I think that's totally valid way to have fun with these games as well. To manipulate what's in the game. I think that's cool. I do not have the guidebook. I do have the Breath of the Wild Champion book where it has like the art and the making of, but I haven't actually finished reading it. Do you understand where the lines intersect? So, believe it or not, the first time, my first playthrough of this game, this puzzle actually stumped me for a few minutes. But if you're wondering what we're doing, he tells you to meet him at the place where the lines intersect. And what that is saying is you're supposed to look at where all the shrines are and the tower itself. And if you go to where all 4 of the shrines that you've been to would connect on a grid, they all would converge at the Temple of Time, which means you're supposed to meet him at the Temple of Time. Very easy puzzle, but for the first time I ever played it, actually, I didn't really... He wasn't really clear on what he was saying. I was a little confused. I didn't really internalize what he had kind of hinted at. And I couldn't go back and look at the dialogue, so it's kind of fucked. This is a question that I'm going to ask the chat periodically. Hey, what's up, Dally? What's going on, dude? Welcome to the 12 hour. I'm going to ask the chat every now and then. So if you guys are watching the entirety of the marathon, you may hear me say it 2 or 3 times. But this is for the new people who kind of roll on in or pop in and out. And if you've never played a Zelda game, feel free to not answer, or maybe tell me the one that you think you would. But what is your guys' favorite Legend of Zelda game ever? What is the Legend of Zelda game that speaks to you that is your number 1 in your heart? And if you've never played a Zelda, which game do you think you'd like? Or what game do you like watching me marathon or stream? Oh, fuck, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Thank God, I thought that would have been a real bitch way to die. Majora. I was asking everybody, Taters, not just you, silly goose. Alright. Wind Waker, interesting. Very, very, is a fan popular one. Yeah. OT Breath of the Wild. Majora's Mask is my number 1. Breath of the Wild number 2. Skyward Sword number 3. Ocarina number 4. Twilight number 5. Wind Waker number 6. For the 3D Zelda games. Breath of the Wild the best, but it's funny. It's funny because like I rank Ocarina a lot lower than most people, but people don't understand how much I fucking love it. People don't even understand. So it's like, so when I tell people that Ocarina of Time is my 4th favorite Zelda, they're like, oh, what the heck? Oh, guys, your 4th favorite? What the hell? Why don't you like it? I'm like, what the fuck? I love it. I fucking, you know how much that is the Zelda game I've played the most. Even if it's not my favorite game, Ocarina of Time is the game that I have played, streamed, looked at, thought about the most. And I could still, right now, drop it and I could do a 12-hour right now and not be bored. It is a phenomenal game. It's just that some of the other games stand out more to me. The exploration and the amazement of this game is amazing. The storytelling in Skyward Sword trumps it for me. The final boss fight of Skyward Sword, such an iconic, amazing moment. For the lore, the story, the music is phenomenal. Zelda's amazing. Majora's Mask, one of the creepiest, weirdest games One of the best time travel games ever made. The ability to manipulate a 3-day cycle, go back in time, change events, know people's patterns. To this day, has side quests that other AAA games can't even come close to. Those are the games that are going up against Ocarina for me, you know what I mean? So I still love Ocarina to death. It's such a masterpiece of a video game. But it's still my 4th favorite Zelda. There's still just other ones I like more. You know what I mean? It's crazy. For sure. And doesn't it like Life Smells Nice? Doesn't it speak volumes to The Legend of Zelda as a series? Because I also feel that way, and I've known other people that feel that way. Doesn't it speak volumes to The Legend of Zelda as a franchise that when a new game is better than your old favorite, that you feel like sad? Like you said, it hurt me to admit. Like, isn't it crazy that we love these games so much, or fans of the series? These games mean and represent so much to the players that when a new one takes over, you feel guilt. As if it's like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend that you're like cheating on or something, you know? Or it's like a best friend that you're betraying. These games are so like impactful that it's hard to admit when a better one comes out. Like you almost don't want to. You know what I mean? It's pretty wild. It's pretty freaking wild. But yeah, with that said, I always remain open-minded. Every time, what's up, Foolish Muffin? Every time a new Zelda game comes out, I always go into it open-minded. I turn off all my opinions, I forget about my favorite games, and I'm like, blank slate, what do I do? And I've done that with Skyward Sword. I was like, maybe Skyward Sword will trump Majora for me. Maybe this game will. And this game came fucking close, man. The game came close, but there's little hiccups here and there. The music doesn't hit as hard. You know, where Majora's Mask has the haunting Song of Healing and the Stone Tower Temple and some of these amazing composed songs. And I don't think the music in this game is as good, even if it is good. The bosses in Majora's Mask, fucking nuts. And the side quests in Majora's Mask are still, in my opinion, better than the quests in in Breath of the Wild. Those three things, the time travel mechanic, the traditional dungeons being amazing, every boss fight felt fresh, unique. The masks, the transformation masks made the gameplay insane. The creepiness, this Alice in Wonderland feel of the world. That's still why Majora's Mask is my number 1. But holy shit, this game is sick. And who knows, maybe Breath of the Wild 2 will finally be the game that beats Majora's Mask for me. And I hope that we can discover that on stream together. Promise me, guys, that no matter what you're doing, hey, even if you want to play the game yourself, you want to go on media blackout, play the game yourself, totally fine, enjoy the game. But promise me that you'll come back to the Milky Finishers, watch my playthrough, and we can talk about our feelings with the game. I totally get if you want to experience the game yourself, blind. But I just say, after you beat the game or play it, come back here, experience the game with me live on stream, and see if Breath of the Wild 2 tops Majora's Mask. I just can't wait till we get a real title, because I hate calling it Breath of the Wild 2. That's so stupid. But it's a placeholder title. Aonuma's already confirmed that's just a placeholder. So I can't wait until we get an actual title of the game. Oh, what the fuck could that game even be called? Could it be better than Majora's Mask for me? Could it become my favorite video game of all time? I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing time. So let's, in the meantime, keep doing these Zelda marathons of all the games in the series, and wait for the fateful day that the new Zelda game drops. Here we go. Cutscene time. Son bitch. Here we go.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
And there we are, chat. Boy, oh boy, wasn't that a cutscene. I actually took a really fast bathroom break while that was going on. But, damn. I typed in chat a little bit. But I really like how this game does have that long cutscene of a lore dump. Because most Zelda games use a lot of dialogue and signs, and having this really cinematic voice-acted cutscene to kind of fill Link in. Because when I first played this game for the first few hours, because you gotta keep in mind, I was on the plateau for about 20 hours of my gameplay. So I didn't actually see this cutscene until like the 15-hour mark. So I thought that like, oh shit, Link has amnesia. Little by little by little, you're gonna be like P-fed, this like, here's a little bit of information here, here's a little bit here. Gotta read this sign, gotta hear this dialogue. So to have a lot of it filled in, like pea-fed, like pea, like a pea, like you're only getting like each bit of lore is just like the size of a pea. It's not a full meal. You're not getting full. Well, this felt like, no, here's a lot. This is where you've been. This is what happened. This is where Zelda is. This is where all, like, it's cool. Like, you don't have the full picture yet, but you have this game, that cutscene gives you the frame of where this is going to, Peace Fed probably. Whatever, dude. You know what I'm talking about here. It gives you the frame for how this game is going to go, and I really like that. Now, I also like not everybody like will agree. Some people think I'm kind of stretching, but I feel like the revelation of the old man being King Roham was a little bit of a reference to Wind Waker, because spoilers. About the 60% mark through Wind Waker, the King of Red Lions, the magic boat that kind of, sets you off on your adventure, he reveals himself as the King of Hyrule. He was a different king. It's not the same guy. So I feel like a character being revealed as the old King of Hyrule, it's a very close reference to this, and it's really cool. So I forgot what his name was. This is King Roham. Was the other one King Rodan? I'm going to look this up really quick. I don't remember, actually. I don't remember what the King of Red Lion's actual name was. Maybe it was Daphnis? King Daphnis? I don't know. Let's find out. King of... I don't remember. It's been a long time. King of Red Lions. Yes. That was King Daphnis Nohansen Hyrule. So there's some people who didn't know. They thought that was the same king for some reason. I don't know. They see bearded Hyrule man. They think it's the same guy. Nope. False. Those are two separate kings. I mean, this guy, there's first off, they're different timelines. But before that, there's been thousands and thousands of years between the events of those games. It's not this. There's not just... You know how many people I've talked to? It makes me so mad. I feel like a bitch getting mad because I feel like a nerd getting mad at people that don't, like, you don't get the thing I like. So I'm not trying to be a dick, but, like, do you understand how much it frustrates me as somebody who, like, looks into the lore and the love of this series, and you have people that don't understand that each Link from each game is a different guy? I know there's exceptions, Spirit Tracks, and, Phantom Hourglass, and Wind Waker, and then Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. But do you understand that, like, how much it frustrates me that there's people that think that every Link, Zelda, and King are the same ones? So there's people that think the Link that you play as in Ocarina of Time and this guy are the same guy. Oh, God, it drives me nuts. It makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. Like, I could see if there was, like, my grandparent or somebody who doesn't know. But I'm talking about people that play these games. How do you play these video games from beginning to end and you don't pick up on that? It's so whack. Right, Foolish Muffin? Fuck them, right, dude? I've told you everything I can. I will read important dialogue, so I will do it. Link, you must save Hyrule. Now go! Let the legend come back to life. Destroy Ganon, motherfuckers, that's it. Again, I could waste the next 2 hours of your guys' time talking about how I love this design philosophy, but there has never been a truer, more open world in fucking video games than this right now. And honestly, an open world is supposed to be, here's the world, do what the fuck you want. And so many games have invisible walls, regions locked off. This you can't do. Stuff, this is locked off to this. Assassin's Creed had, the Animus isn't loaded yet. That dumb shit, you know? Or you can't go here yet. This game, literally, this is a 100 to 200 hour game. And the fact that the game has the fucking balls to just say, right now, one of the first missions you get, destroy Ganon. Right there. He's there. No, nothing's stopping you, motherfucker. You wanna kill Ganon? I told you to. You can do it. You can just do it. You can say, fuck meeting friends along the way. Fuck getting better weapons. Fuck getting better armor. You know, fuck finding out about my memories. We can just kill him. He's right there. Go there and kill him. And you can do that if you want. Or, as the player, you can be like, well, wait a minute. I've been asleep for 100 years. Let's investigate. Let's see what has happened to the world. Let's meet some new people. Maybe I'm not equipped to defeat Calamity Ganon. I just woke up. We have rusty weapons. You can either be like, fuck that, I'm going to beat him with my fists. Or, let's fuck that. We need to prep. And the fact that the game just lets you do that, it is just so amazing. No, I didn't see the drawing. I'll look at your drawing when I go on my first break. At the 3.5 hour mark, I'm going to take a fast lunch break. Very fast lunch break, and then we'll come back. All I did was literally run to go to the bathroom, then run right back, because I didn't know how long the cutscene was going to last. What's up, Nate? I didn't see you, dude. King Roham doesn't feel so good. Why, you got Thanos? Exactly, life's supposed to... But hey, I understand that, like, you hate that, because I hate that too. My first playthrough, I did everything I wanted. I did every side quest I cared about doing. I did all the shrines I wanted to do. But the fact that I wasn't handheld to do that, it made everything feel better. Every side quest, every character I met, it felt so good because I knew that I didn't have to do it, because I knew that the game would let me fight Ganon whenever I wanted to. That freedom of knowing and feeling that my choices matter and what I'm doing is in my control, like, it's so good. So good. It's okay, Foolish Muffin. Everybody enjoys games at their own pace. Some people pick it up, play a little bit here and there. Some people sit down and play a game for 12 hours straight, which is unhealthy. Everybody has their own way to experience a video game, and as long as you're happy and as long as you're having fun, that's the best way you could ever experience it. Now, if you're mad, then maybe, like, cut out some stuff, play the game more, do some stuff. But if you're happy with it, that's what games are all about. Having fun, doing things the way that you want to do. And there's never been a better game than this to do that for. So. I've never played Oblivion, I've never played Morrowind. Can you believe it? Oh shit. Oh no. I was like, can I only have one? But I'm an idiot and I didn't know it was under the bridge. We Super Mario boys. Alright. Oh shit, Ice Arrows is this early? Okay, what's up, Joe Fada? Wins the Golden Turd Run. We would have to get Twitch partnered. Somebody would have to be like, Zach, I'll donate $10,000. Because that would be about a 200-hour stream. Someone would have to pay me 10 grand if I'm gonna stream for 2,000 hours or 200 hours. I've always kind of wished, chat. I won't talk about this too long so we can get into the awesome story and lore. I'm gonna get some equipment and then we're gonna just book it. I do want to go eastward to get a horse, and then we're gonna go right for Rito Village. So first things first, I do want to actually get a horse and unlock the fast travel ability to go to Tenno Village. And then we'll be rocking it out. All right, so adventure log. Sorry. Perfect. All right, let me just get some equipment and we'll be good. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Your Bitcoin, hell yeah, Joe Fada. Honestly, if you guys want like a little insight and something I'd like to do, something I've thought about for years is I wish that I could find somebody else, like online, or seek somebody else out who's also like a Zelda Twitch streamer, and I would love to make a Zelda marathon channel. Whether it was me and one other person or two other people, I've always wanted to kind of create a channel that did weekly Zelda marathons, whether it was me running the channel one day or other people and stuff like that. I always wish I could find somebody else and we could do these long series marathons. Not that I would ever abandon the Milky Finishers, because I love this channel and that'd be my priority. I wouldn't even have a sub button on the new channel or whatever. But I've always wanted to kind of like have a community event where multiple streamers, like 3 or 4 streamers, can run weekly events if they wanted to. And I think that'd be a really cool thing to do. I've always wanted to do that. It's always been something I've thought about and wanted to do. It's just finding people, you know, that's hard to do. Finding the people that are willing to do it. Like, honestly, if I found somebody who was willing to, like, help me do Zelda marathons, I would just let them... I would let the channel get affiliated. I would let them have all the donations and subs for that channel. I'd let them have 100% of all revenue generated from that channel in order just to get a nice Zelda stream off the ground. You know? Because this is the only channel I care about, you know? Alright. But that's always been something in the back of my mind. Okay. Joe Fada. I have one last really cool kind of like theory Easter egg lore before we get off the plateau and really start the adventure. And it's something that somebody in chat, Pop, I think, brought up a little bit earlier. So actually, I don't know why I'm walking all this way like a jackass. Oh, there's no fast travel to the Temple of Time. Oh, well, whatever. We'll get there. It's not that far. Kill these guys really fast, take some stuff, and then I want to talk about a little interesting thing about how this game ties into, because a lot of people think there's a plot hole that people think that they have about this game, and I actually don't think it's a plot hole, because I actually think it actually makes the story better. And before you guys roll your eyes and be like, "Of course you do, Zach," that's what a fanboy would say. Well, just listen, and if you, at the end of my explanation, if you still think I'm a psycho dumbass, then go ahead. You know, feel free to point and laugh at me in the Twitch chat. But, so hear me out. As soon as I get some seared steak here. Alright. So, somebody in the chat brought up, because not only does the game tell you, but AJ Numa has also confirmed that this Temple of Time right here, there's only ever been one Temple of Time. It is an unshakable, iconic area of the game. So, that means that this building right here is the same exact one that the Hero of Time went to, pulled out the Master Sword 10,000 years ago. 10,000 fucking years. It is the same structure, the same building. Yeah, it's a lot more rough now. The fact that it's still standing is nearly impossible. But a lot of people were like, but Zach, that doesn't make sense. In Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, no, not Twilight Princess, that's a whole nother thing. I'll get into that in a second. Welcome back, Rainbow Kappa. I got a key swing. In Ocarina of Time, the Temple of Time was located in Hyrule Castle Town Market. So, I'll show you. I'll get there in a second. The Temple of Time was not in the middle of nowhere. It was not in the middle of, like, the grass. It was actually in Hyrule Castle Town Market, with Hyrule Castle, the actual castle, being very close nearby. So people are like, Zach, things are not adding up here, Chief. Why the fuck, then, is Hyrule Castle all the way the fuck over there? And why is the Temple of Time in the middle of nowhere? That doesn't make any sense. That's a plot hole. Well, listen, I actually have reason to believe that Hyrule Castle is a relatively new one, because not only is it structurally way different than the one that we see in Ocarina of Time, but in the timeline that I believe this game takes place in, Hyrule Castle from Ocarina of Time should not have even been standing, because if you remember in Ocarina of Time, Ganon actually destroyed it, tore it down, built up Ganon's tower, and everybody that was in Hyrule Castle Town fled and went to live in Kakariko Village to take shelter from Ganon. So, this castle more closely resembles the one in Twilight Princess, which also backs up my fact. So what I'm trying to say and theorize is that at some point between Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and this game, you have Ocarina of Time here, Twilight Princess, and Breath of the Wild here. At some point, Hyrule Castle was decided to be built at a different location. Whether that was due to Ganon destroying everything, the people fled, the buildings were destroyed, ruined, dark evil. For some reason, the Princess Zelda and the Hylians decided to relocate what was Hyrule Castle to a different location, leaving the ruins of what was the old Hyrule Castle and Castle Town Market here, because they couldn't move the Temple of Time. It's a holy structural area. They can't just tear it down and build it up again. It's a place that has magic tied to it, the entrance to the Sacred Realm. The reason why I believe this is, again, the only time where they had to rebuild Hyrule Castle was in Twilight Princess. Coincidentally, this castle represents, or closely resembles, the Twilight Princess castle. It does not look like the castle in Wind Waker. It does not look like the castle from Ocarina of Time. It looks like the castle that's in Twilight Princess, the way that it's built. Also, you'll notice that on the plateau, there's a lot of ruins, buildings, pillars, stuff like that. Much like Hyrule Castle Town. So my theory is that everything that we're exploring on the Great Plateau was where Hyrule Castle Town Market was. And here's the biggest thing. Here is the nail in the coffin that goes with that theory, all right? Well, listen, Joe Fada, listen. This is the part that I feel holds it together. Look at the positioning of where... Look at where the Temple of Time is right now. Now, close your eyes and think of... Here, I'm going to pull up a picture really fast. And then we'll move on. I want to pull up a picture of what Hyrule Castle Town Market looked like. Second. You guys know the din 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 din. All right. Here's the image. Save. Image. Save. I want to pull it up on stream. Now, obviously, there was graphical limitations, so the size of things had to be smaller. Yes, I understand that. But I want to check this out. So, here we go. There is one thing in particular that was in Hyrule Castle Town Market that's pretty iconic, even though you don't actually get a really good look at it. And here's the image. I'll make it smaller right here. In Ocarina of Time, there is the Temple of Time right there, except it's 10,000 years earlier, so it looks a lot better than it does now. See? So the structure is fundamentally the same, and it is in the distance to the right. Now, I know that image makes it look like it's pretty close, and this is still pretty far, but here's one last thing. Nice sweatshirt for Link, yeah. Oh shit, let me beat this guy's brain in really fast. And you can see, like, as you're walking, different buildings. See, like, this ruined building right here? That could have been the potion shop. Like, see how that lines up? Right here. See this ruined, abandoned building with the windows? That could have easily been the potion shop. Like, what else would these abandoned ruins be? But the one that calls out to me the most is this right here. The fountain in the middle of everything. This fountain being at the middle of this really makes me think that this was where the original Hyrule Castle Town Market is. Because if you guys have ever played Ocarina of Time, you're always revolving around this fountain at the bottom. Right here, you guys see at the bottom of the screen? And that the fountain that Link runs around would be this structure right in the middle. And if you line it up kind of like that, you'll see the fountain. You'll see the fountain and then Hyrule, or Temple of Time right in the distance. And it's those little things, the ruins, the fountain, the positioning of the Temple of Time right behind the fountain and the building. does kind of tie that theory together for me, which is why I believe that where we're at now, the Great Plateau, is where the original Ocarina of Time Hyrule Castletown used to actually be. Feel free to believe me or not. Those are the reasons why I believe that. And obviously, these walls right here would be the walls and the drawbridge. So, that's all. Fun little things. Fun little things that kind of all fit together. Oh shit, another shooting star. Make a wish, chat, quick. Your theory graduated from janky thread theory into possible patchwork theory. Nice thesis. Thanks, bro. That's what I'm here for. We're all about having discussion debates. I might be wrong. I might be a wacky tinfoil hat wearing jackass. But every theory that I have, I try to show you guys on stream the evidence. You know, and Aonuma's a sneaky guy. He puts little references and things here and there, hinting at other Zeldas. He's not beyond hinting at shit, you know, or making you think about stuff, like especially with Majora's Mask. So I wouldn't put it past him to put these really obscure details that you have to figure out. All right. Let's get the HE double fucky sticks out of here. We are first going to go through Dueling Peaks to get a horse, then come back. All right, let's go. Waluigi. I think somebody modded Waluigi into this game. Could be wrong, though. I wish for more pizza. Well, you're not supposed to tell your wish. Now it's not going to come true. Outpost ruins. Unlike all these skeletons. I should have slept at a campfire and waited for it to be daytime before I kind of went out here. Now I'm going to get skele-boned. I mean, I would like it if they had a reference to Waluigi, kind of like how Ocarina references Mario and Luigi in the forms of Talon and, what's the other guy's name? Holy sh! What the fuck? That actually scared me. Who the hell's pushing rocks down? What if we just found Skull Kid? You sons of bitches. What? What happened to my shit? There we go. I always call him Ingo. No, his name is Ingo in Ocarina of Time. Because his name's Gorman in Majora's Mask. Okay. Majora's Mask kind of fucks with me. Because then I'll start calling Romani Malin and Romani. And it starts all getting fucked up in my head. Hey, the sun. Look how beautiful this game is. The sunrise, the dueling peaks in the distance. Every step feels like such a fun, like, you never know what's around the next mountain or corridor. So, there is going to be a lot of downtime for a while, but trust me, the cutscenes and the hype will come back. But we had a lot of talking. We talked a lot. We did a lot. So I think you guys want some downtime. Choo Choo Jelly. You can sell it for money, or in Hateno Village, you can use it to dye clothes. So if you have a shirt or a item, equipment piece, holy shit, I didn't know these guys could even spawn here, or an equipment piece that you think is really cool, but you want a different color, you can use different Chew Jellies to dye your clothes different colors to kind of customize Link the way that you want. I agree, dude. I agree. The art style's great. You know, I love Wind Waker, but Wind Waker is great. It's beautiful. It looks amazing, and it still holds up today. It's just a little too cartoony for me, man. Just a little too cartoony. And on the other side, Twilight Princess is a little too gritty. Doesn't age too well, you know, for me. I think this is a great blend. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful blend of realism and wonder. And I'm actually going to... Yeah, well, we don't need the shrine right now. All right. There's another little Easter egg not everybody knows about. I promise, guys, the talking will go down, and we're going to just start playing and playing. But I always like to show this Easter egg every marathon. Because it's wholesome. And it's something that a lot of people can forget. So, I think that we could all use some wholesome stuff. Life can be stressful. People can be pieces of shit sometimes. But here's a little Easter egg that reminds us that not everybody's a piece of shit. And that there's always somebody out there looking out for you. And all goes with this guy. So let's talk to him. As you cross this bridge, you see this really nervous guy kind of looking out at the castle like And the mountain's like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Let's talk to him. Right? Brigo, I may be somewhat used to seeing bad omens by now, but that's, well, let's just say it's better than most. We're doomed. I mean, don't panic. Sorry. Who are you? Have we met? Well, doesn't matter who you are, really. I was getting tired of talking to myself, so you come at a good time. By the by, those strange things that popped out of the ground, did you see them? I'm not talking about mushrooms here, I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. And that's not the only strange thing that's happened. Those long, deserted shrines suddenly started glowing. You know what this means, don't you? The end is here. I love this because it's like Majora's Mask. Maybe I'm just fucked up and sadistic, but I love playing in a game world where, like, the world's about to get fucked, because you get to see humans in a different light. You always get to see people in their true form when they feel like the end is coming. It brings out the best in people, brings out the worst in people. I love the dichotomy of, like, a time limit on everybody's life. And this guy's kind of like, this craziness happened. I've been keeping an eye on that thing, just to see if it suddenly starts moving. You know. Yeah, good idea. Huh? That guardian's worth watching. It's just like the ones from those old stories. Did you know some of them can move? One of them once chased me down and tried to kill me. No, it was a different one. That one was closer to the castle, but before the forest. So he's kind of like warning you where it's at, so you could put a marker. It's like, okay, so it's closer to the castle, but before you hit the forest. So it's letting you know where these things are. When they spot you, they shoot blue beams of light at you. Man, I was so sure that was the end for me. I was prepared for the worst, but somehow managed to escape the nearby woods. I think it was my lightning fast reflexes that saved me. Ha! I wish. Truth is, I just got lucky. Anyway, I hear guardians like that still wander around Hyrule Castle. Be careful. Okay, so there are a lot of players who probably talked to him and then moved on their way. There is an Easter egg with this guy that I think is really cool and really wholesome of Al Newman to put. And a lot of fans and players of the game call this the Suicide Bridge Easter egg. So, after conversing with that Brigo, I think his name was, and talking to him, if you go in front of him in his line of sight and you jump on the end of the bridge, kind of like looking like you're about to jump off the bridge, you get a little bit of dialogue, and I think it's nice, and it's really wholesome. And again, this is what most fans refer to as the Suicide Bridge Easter egg. So now that we've talked to him, let's test it out. Let's jump on the end, and let's see what he has to say. Maybe I have to climb down. No? Wait a second here. Maybe I have to do it over here? Maybe I have to do it in front of him? What's up, Milk? What's going on, dude? I don't remember where I stand. Do I have to actually, like, jump off? I don't remember that. There, here we go. Okay, sorry, we did it. So, you go in front of him, look like you're about to jump off the bridge, and then you get this little Easter egg dialogue, and I think this is really nice. Wait a minute. Please, think about what you're doing. You won't change the world by jumping carelessly to your doom, don't you know? That would only do one thing, and that's... drive me batty. Seriously, think of the shock that I'd suffer seeing something like that. You're fine. Just don't be so careless. There's too many enjoyable things in the world to gamble with your life. And I think that's cool. Because even though he was talking about how he was worried about the end of the world and how they're all doomed, when he saw a guy who he thought was going to attempt suicide, he reminded him, hey, don't do that. That's fucked up. And he also said, there's so many enjoyable things. So he changed his tone from being, like, scared. But when he actually saw somebody about to take their life and see Link jump off the bridge, he tried to remind him that there is enjoyable things. And, like, he's like, don't be so careless trying to do that. And I think that's really nice. And that's a really cool Easter egg that a lot of people miss. A lot of people miss. And this game is chock full of hidden dialogue and hidden things, right place at the right time things. And that's what I love so much about this game, and how Aonuma put things that he knows that players won't even see. But it makes the world feel real. It makes you care more about the characters. So every single marathon, I love to show that Easter egg off. Even if there's only one person in the chat that's never seen it, that's worth it to just show that off, because it's very cool. Very cool Easter egg. And very wholesome. Like I said, that little Easter egg makes you feel for this character that you wouldn't even remember his name. You cross him on the bridge and say, who the fuck was that dumbass? And you run, and now, like, you always remember him as the guy who told you, like, that life is a good place and to not throw away your life, you know? It kind of solidifies like him in your mind as a cool character. Get fucked. I've never seen anything about Breath of the Wild. That's funny. For sure, absolutely, Milk. I also like your name, by the way. Milky Finishers. We're both milky Twitch users. Fuck, I'll get another Boko Shield. These guys dancing around the meat. Oh, what? He's got a rock. Oh, I forgot about the blue one. Fuck the blue one. Woo! Fury Rush. Ooh, that's another part of this game's mechanics that I love. If you're able to dodge an enemy attack within a couple frames of it hitting you, you get a Fury Rush, which slows down time and allows you to wail on the enemy and do insane amounts of damage. Another amazing mechanic. Oh shit, this man's fucking with fire sticks. Fire stick TV. I'm fucked. Never mind, I'm not fucked. Damn, I fucked him up. Zawardo. I gotta admit, chat, this has been a pretty fast 3 hours so far. You know, when I'm streaming normal and I do a 3 to 4 hour stream, I get pretty tired. Something about marathon in a Zelda game, man, sucks you into the world. We have a good time. So if you're new out there, I'd highly recommend, if you're enjoying yourself, drop a follow. We stream all the time. You love The Legend of Zelda, you love games. And if you really love these marathons and you're feeling extra generous and you want to support, consider subscribing. You guys don't understand how much a single sub can help me be able to take more time off work or set aside a whole day to do a 12-hour Zelda stream. If not, absolutely okay. But every person helps, and it means a lot. So, let us continue our adventure to Dueling Peaks. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. There's an Octorok. That guy has like the greatest aimbot on the planet, apparently. He just shot me from across the river. We'll eat this crab. Awesome, thank you so much, and I appreciate every single follow. Let me know if you whether you want to subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you so much. Or join our Discord server. Let me know the Zelda game you'd like to see a 12-hour marathon of next. We are only 3 hours in, and we have, why is my math so bad? 9 hours to go. God. We got 9 more hours. So let me know what Zelda game you'd love to see a 12-hour of next. If this Octorok wants to keep wailing on me. Oh, fuck. I didn't see these guys. Okay. This is what I love. It's moments like this that make me love this game. All right, so there's a lot of different... Look, that guy can almost see me. Everybody's having a party, and the one party member is like, wait, did I see some over there? And he's like, it's nothing. Let's back kumbaya with my bros. They got a lot of weapons I'm going to need. Luckily, a 1 in a million chance occurred, and we actually were able to obtain fire arrows from the plateau, which is really rare. So all we need is 1 fire arrow, and we can fuck up their whole day. So let's go. If not, we would have had to light that stick on fire and throw it javelin style perfectly into this. But now we can tactical espionage action our way. Oh shit. There we go. Ooh, that never gets sold. Light them up. And then it just starts raining fresh bokoblin. Good shit. Saved some resources. Had a good old time, and we're about to get this guy's awesome sword. Thanks for the sword, dumbass. I love the soldier's broadsword. Oh, absolutely! I love Wind Waker. There's literally every Zelda game. I would love to marathon. Yeah, I have preferences, but there's still so much to love about Wind Waker. The music, like, listen to this. We'll listen to this really quick. I think that it has an amazing final act. The final like boss fight is superb with the dual wielding Ganon. And I actually believe it has one of the strongest soundtracks in any video game ever. Listen to Dragon Roost Island, one of the best pieces of video game music in my opinion. Listen to this. Here we go. I'm gonna set up my lighting. The sun's starting to set. It's getting a little bit dark in my room, so I'm gonna set up my lighting equipment while we listen to this. This might be good enough. Maybe I don't need this. This is good. I think the lighting's good for now. We'll see what. I'll get my action stuff. The flute goes so hard in the song, bro. Sorry guys, just set it up. Won't take long. Like 30 seconds. Plus, this is such a banger. I don't think you guys even mind listening to it. And there we go. Stream professional lighting. Much brighter now. Now we're living it. Alright, let's go. Now we got that nice stream light. The sun was starting to set a little bit. It was getting cloudy. It's getting a little dark in here. And to brighten shit up, we got a long marathon to go. Got to turn this song off, though. Hey, man, on the right day. Oh, damn, we got a nice shield. Okay, see? We're making our way there. We're making our way there. Don't be depressed. We got a lot of amazing things to see. The song is so good. Yeah, it's good, dude. Well, Taters, you'll have to just watch our Wind Waker marathon. You'll get to hear that. I've talked about this so much. I don't think Waluigi deserves his own game. As soon as I said that, I fell in the water. You and Pop love Waluigi. I don't know where Pop is, but he loves Waluigi. He always talks about him all the time. I don't get it. I'm not a part of the Waluigi hype wagon. I don't think he even deserves to be in Mario Kart. You guys are sick. Wow, he's so stupid, dude. Want to know why I don't like Waluigi? Because he reminds me of like half my coworkers. And I have to deal with them every day. When I'm at work and fucking around, I got to deal with these long, lanky, smelly, greedy, loud guys. So when I go home and I'm trying to enjoy a nice video game, I don't want to see a guy that I just got done seeing for like an 8-hour shift. These guys are beating my ass, dog. Okay, I see you. Let's eat this fish. Alright, I'm trying to raid this camp and... What the fuck, dude? This guy's like a sniper supreme. Alright, shh. Alright, we're coming. Quiet. Morrowind. I'll definitely consider it, dude. My backlog of games is just so large, you know what I mean? There's so many video games I want to play. Same here, Milk. See, people with Milk in their name, we know. We know all about that shit. Here we go. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Alright. We gotta fuck these guys up. Alright, look at them. They're all dancing. I think if I can just knock that lamp down, that can flawlessly fall down into their explosion, I think we'll be living large. Alright? Gerudo Valley is another great one. Fuck, I think I'm fucked. They saw me. They're smelling me. Shit. And eat my dick. Woo! That never gets old. When hellfire rains from above upon the non-believers. Holy! Never mind, I got fucked. I got fucked. I didn't know I thought I had my sword equipped, bro. I thought I had my sword equipped. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. When was the last time the game saved? I probably lost so much progress. I thought I had a sword equipped, bro. How is that karma? Because I don't like Waluigi? The autosaves are very, forgiving. Alright, whatever. It was like 10 seconds. I'm being too loud. Now they're gonna come out of their house and they're wondering what the fuck's going on. Damn it. I can't burn them to death if they're lured out of their home. Now I gotta wait for them to come back in their home. 0 deaths. The most fucked up thing is when we start doing marathons of a Link's Awakening, because I've been playing a lot of Link's Awakening off stream because it's been so many years since I played the original. So I'm trying to like play off stream route for a marathon, remember some stuff here and there, prioritize what side quests to do to fit into a stream. That one's going to be a bitch, because to get the true ending of that game, you have to beat the entire game without dying once, which is going to be fucked up. If you want the true Easter egg ending, you have to beat the game without dying once, so that's going to be absolute nightmare to start running, but I'm up for the challenge, as always. There we go. What the fuck, Link, you dumbass? Alright, we good. Now, first thing I'm going to do is equip a weapon. We'll hit him with a club. Who cares? They're burning. Damn, dude. Popping off in here. Now it's a party. Oh, shit. That was spooky boogie. Get out of here. Get out of here. Woohoo! I love it. Take that sword from him. Now what's he going to do? You look at, you see when you take his sword and he points like, oh, shit, nunny. All right, here we go. He's pissed. He's so pissed. I took his weapon. Now he's dead. Now he can be pissed in hell with his brethren. All right. We got his guts, too. Shit. Not a good day for him. Not a good day. Where's this? Wow, this guy was a real good scout. I just walked in there, blew up his whole family members, and he was just like, hey, whatever. I didn't see nothing. All right, I'm going to climb this tower because having a fast travel point to this area will be very beneficial. Shit. I'm fine. Now I have Dragon Roost Island stuck in my head, chat. What is your guys' favorite Zelda song? What is the favorite song from Legend of Zelda? Mine is... Ooh, it's tough. It's a tough one. I guess Song of Storms. You know? Song of Storms is so burned into my brain from my childhood that literally, I'm not even like fucking with you, every single time it rains, my brain starts playing that. Like, that song is such a powerful song to me that it's like synonymous with raining. The Gerudo one's great too. Saria's song, the classic. Oh. Oh, there's just so much to love. So much to love. Now, I kind of I kind of like criticize this game for not having as strong of a soundtrack as, which it doesn't. Even if you love this game, even if this is your favorite video game in the world, the game's soundtrack isn't as profound as Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker. It might be better than Twilight Princess, doesn't have that many. But that is not to say that the game does not have any bangers, because there are songs in this game that are so good. Like Prince Sidon's theme. You guys hear this shit? You guys better spam this emote. Look, listen to this. This is such a good, one of the best songs in this game. On theme, here we go. One of the best songs in the game, here we go. You can hear him say, I believe in you. Follow me to Zora's domain. We will be fine. It may be treacherous along the way, but I believe in you. It fits his personality so fucking well. It fits his personality so well. Like, you can see a smile every time you hear this. Damn, Foolish Muffin. Sidon. Hashtag Sidon. Bring back Sidon for Breath of the Wild 2. Bring him back. I don't care who comes back. Link, Zelda, have him come back. I don't care about anybody else. But he is the fan favorite of this game. Bring him back. Let him do something. Let him help you somehow, bro. Ugh, bring him back. He's still alive. He's got to come back somehow. Such a good song. And then one other song, and then we'll continue the game. There are decent songs in this game, for sure. But my second favorite song in this game is very strange, because it's not a main boss theme. It's not a song that plays in like a Divine Beast. It's the Molduga fight, which is cool, but like this song is so much cooler than the enemy. Like, I feel like this should be a song for like if you fight a Lionel or a boss or like one of the final bosses of the game. Moldugas are cool and they're fun to fight, but like considering how good this fucking song is, I think that this song is way too good for what is essentially an overpowered enemy or mini boss. But I want to play this song too, and then we'll move on. But this is so I'm just proving that this game does have phenomenal music. There you go. Like, you would think that who you're fighting is way cooler for the song. Just wait till the violin kicks in. Wait till the violin. The build up. Dun, 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 dun. It's coming. It makes you wait for it, and then you do damage to him, and then the violin just goes ham. It makes you wait for it. It's gonna get there, and it's gonna be so good when it does. It builds up. Oh, this is such a good song. One of the best Zelda songs ever for an enemy. Thank you, Foolish Muffin. Thank you so much, Foolish Muffin. That was probably really loud for you guys. I am so sorry. I'll turn that down. Thank you so much for gifting subs to Joe Fada and Sublime Element. Thank you guys so much. No, it's totally cool. Thank you so much for the subs. I could be wrong. Thank you so much, Foolish Muffin. I'll update the sub counter right now. Thank you so much. Let me just check something. Thank you. That's so cool. You guys are so cool. I gotta check the sub counter so I can update it in real time. All right, sweet. All right, we are at 41 subs, so let me fix that. Thank you guys so much. I could not do it without you. There we go. I must not have updated one earlier, so, yeah. Only because I want to beat Pop. I get it. I dig it. All right, wait. Let's go back to the song, though. You guys got to wait it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Ready? Later, Milk. Thanks so much for following. You're awesome. Catch you later. Here you go. All right, here we go. Such a good theme. And like you're fighting him and he's like going through the sand and you gotta like watch him and make sure he doesn't eat you. It's so good. I don't need to go on a break yet, Taters. I'm still feeling fine. We got a lot to do. We don't have time for fucking breaks. This is the longest wait I've ever had. Is it ever gonna play? It's gotta happen. Right? Okay, everybody the chat of this video says it drops, so it's gonna drop. Just hold it. Just hold. Just wait for it. It's really making us wait, chat. Any moment now. Again, I wish they would have saved this for like a really awesome boss. I wish they would have saved this for like an awesome boss fight. Because it's worth it. Come on. Here we go! Yeah. Ah! Oh! Holy shit. That's some fucking hype shit, dude. And that's just for like a, why the hell? They should have saved that for something better than a fish that lives in the sand, bro. Fucking jeez, man. That's like such a good song for such a weird thing. So weird. So weird. Anyways, sorry guys. Back to the video gameplay. Shit. I had to, whew. Damn, bro. God, this is a fucking great game. Meanwhile, Link is slowly climbing the tower. I turned down the audio. It was so loud. Sorry about that, guys. I had it blasting because of the Molduga theme. Sorry, I was messing with some settings. I always blast the music when we're playing music, and then the game audio is really loud, and I forget to turn it back. But thank you guys so much, everybody watching the stream, for all the follows and subs and everything. It means a lot. And just to remind you guys, if we ever hit 64 subs, not even in just today's marathon ever, Andrew and I will continue Ocarina of Time Chaos. So we will do another Ocarina of Time Chaos, picking up where we left off, right where we left off. Which means we have to leave the forest, go to Hyrule Castle Town, and meet Zelda, which would be just the best. All right. Now we have a save point here, which is nice. And we uncover a huge part of the map. This part of the map alone is like 4 Great Plateau areas worth. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, the Sheikah sensor, blah, blah, blah. Who do you think you're talking to? No, Tater, I haven't taken my break yet. I said at the 3 hour and 30 minute mark, you silly doof. It's not going to go anywhere, is it? I had to get a soda. A soda. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright. We don't got time for this bullshit. It's fine. I don't want to take too many breaks, you know what I mean? I gotta pace myself. You know? I might be an old boomer these days. And yes, it's been a while since my last 12-hour marathon, but you know what? I gotta say this, chat. It's been a while since my last 12-hour, but damn does it feel good to do this, man. I'm so passionate about these games and this shit. It feels good to put on a sick marathon, enjoy a shit ton of stuff, get a lot done, and we're not even halfway, so buckle up. It's gonna be a good marathon. The Ridai Shrine. Hey, Floro. Didn't see you sneak your way in here. Welcome to the Milky Finishers. You find yourself smack dab in the middle of a 12-hour Breath of the Wild 3-heart stream. That's cool, Foolish Muffin. That makes me so happy. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the subs, the views, the support. I really do appreciate it. And it gets me hyped to do more, man. And I hope that we can just keep building up the channel, get more and more viewers, and then by the time Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, we'll have a really huge community of people ready to explore such a crazy game. No problem, Joe Fada. No problem, dude. Because being able to play a brand new Legend of Zelda game live on stream for you guys is going to be such an amazing experience. Being able to, for the first time, sit down and discover these things for the first time ever, is going to be so wild. So wild, and I can't wait. But we have a lot to do. I mean, we've never done a marathon of Skyward Sword yet, so there's that. So, yeah. Oops. Skyward Sword deserves more love too. So, if I could just like convince some people who used to hate Skyward Sword that it's actually a good game, that'd be great. Because so many people hate on Skyward Sword, and it's actually one of my favorite Zelda games ever. And I feel like there's so much to love about it. So I actually think that you guys would love a Skyward Sword stream. The story is one of the best ever too. Yeah, Aaron hates that game. He also hates Ocarina of Time. I don't know what he likes. But yeah. Sorry, I just gotta get some messages here. Shit! I was looking at... Sorry, I was making some tea or whatever for my throat, and I think it's all cooled off, so give me one moment. Right, I'm back. Sorry. I'm back. That was not a break. I just went and got tea off my table. There we go. All right, sweet. Thanks. It's special. It's not like tea to drink for it being tasty or good. In fact, it doesn't really taste that good. It tastes like black licorice, but it's a special throat coat tea. It's supposed to help your vocal cords. It's supposed to help if you have if you're losing your voice or this or that. So it's just called throat coat tea. Yeah, it's more medicinal than for good. That's why I'm drinking Pocari Sweat for my sweet drink, and I got the tea kind of as to make sure I don't lose my voice during the marathon today. That's all. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I forgot to upgrade my stamina because I'm a dumbass. May the goddess smile upon you. Thanos snapped his fingers. All right, chat. Right now, you know how when we do the Pokemon streams, we have a bot set up that lets you guys pick names for the Pokemon? We're gonna do that. Except we're gonna do that for whatever horse we catch. So we are about to get a horse right now, and one of you guys in the chat is gonna get to name it whatever you want. So we'll start thinking of some names, ladies and gentlemen, and the bot will randomly pick somebody, and you guys will get to name the horse, and that'll probably be the only horse we use this entire marathon, unless some absolute tragic fucked up shit happens to him and he dies and gets turned into glue or some shit. Name it Flarp. If you get picked, you can name it that if you want, and we will name it that. Yeah, right. But like I said, well, this will probably be the only horse we get turned into glue. Taters, you're too pure. Don't think about it too long. It's okay. Everything is fine. They just take horses and they treat them good, and they all live on the farm, and everything's happy all the time. Don't worry about nothing. Alright, shut up. Now, here we go. I need to find my hammer. Ooh, rock salt, dude. You can cook that into food, make it better. Get a little salt in there. Or you can sell it. Ooh, shit. Is that a sapphire? Look at all this good shit we find. Alright. Time to blow up some more innocents. They're not innocent. They're literally killers, okay? If I don't kill them, they're gonna kill somebody. So, we gotta kill them before they can kill. No, no! I whistled on accident. Oh, fuck off. I accidentally whistled. I accidentally whistled, bro. That's not good. Eat my dick. Now I like to think that was like... And they all look at me. I'm like, you're already dead. And then they're like, nani? And then they blow up in flames. Hell yeah, dude. Time to hammer in the man's head. They're all dead? Oh shit, this guy's still alive. I'm gonna hammer in his brain hole. Damn, he's still alive? Damn, bro, okay, I get it. Holy shit. Man was aggressive. He acted like I killed his whole family. Oh wait, I did. Whatever. It's fine. He'll live. Well, actually, he won't. He's dead. Now we get his stuff. It's such a dramatic, like, chest unlock animation. But I love it. I love dramatic shit. gonna get this as well. The more garbage you get, the more shit you can sell, so. And then the more money you get, and then the better shit you can get. It's kind of like life, Chad. You know? Whoop, whoop, whoop. If you guys... Ooh, the boomerang. Hey, I love the boomerang in Zelda games, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The boomerang in this game is kind of whack, but I think some of you guys might like it, so... fuck it. We'll keep it, I suppose. Whatever, dude. Fuck this. Wind Waker Ganon's great. He looks cool. Looks like a cool man. Yeah, Boomerang's not that cool. Okay, Boomerang. But, whatever. It's fine. Life is fine. Ooh, Ghost Rider. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Milky Finishers, dude. My name is Zach Lawliet, and we are doing a 12-hour story lore run of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you're a Zelda fan, this is the channel for you. We do long 12-plus hour marathons of every game in the series. Always 3 hearts, always highest difficulty, and we explore the Easter eggs, the secrets, the lore, and celebrate everything Zelda. That sounds like something up your alley. You're in for some shit. It is too early for dinner. That's what I'm telling myself. I gotta pace my shit. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, ready for this boomerang action? Check this out. Ready? And then you gotta catch it. No! What the fuck? No, my boomerang in the river! Shit! Okay, we got it. The cool thing about this game, unlike every other Zelda game, even though the boomerangs come back to you, if you don't hit the button to catch it, this is what happens. I'll show you. You'd like some dinner? We can't talk about dinner yet, man. It's way too early for that. We have so much streaming to do. But look, I'll show you guys what happens with the boomerangs in this game. So you can throw a boomerang, and it comes back. If you don't catch it, it flies right past you. So I actually do like that mechanic, because you have to like be on your shit and catch the boomerang, like a real boomerang. That I think they should keep. It makes the boomerang seem cooler, because if you don't get it, it flies past you like shit. That was disgusting, Epic Man. You should be in prison. What in the fuck? Why is it? Oh. Alright. I don't even know why. Oh, I came over this way for this. Okay, I was like, why did I come over the bridge? Ooh. No, I don't want the rock, you ding dong. Epic Man is currently viewing the stream from prison. Another mechanic I like, but I think it was not utilized as well as it could have been, is the blood moons. I actually really like the blood moons, but I think that they should have been more of a threat. But I still like them. I still think they are pretty nice. Alright, let's push this off here. See what sick loot. Hey, this is Zach Lawliet, and today we are opening our loot crate. You see this stream is sponsored by Loot Crate? It's not, but for the sake of this bit it is. Let's see what we got. Let's unbox. Unboxing stream. Holy shit. Looks like we got an apple and an arrow. That was not worth the 40 minutes it took to get over here. Alright, whatever. 1 arrow and 1 apple. Sweet. Shit, I'm a stupid idiot. I needed to fly over to that shrine from here. A blood moon occurs every now and then. And when it does, the sky turns red, the clouds start to spin around, and every enemy that you've killed throughout the game comes back to life. That may sound very threatening, but it's not as threatening as it should have been. I think that when blood moons show up, all the enemies should like home in on you, and you get like swarmed by enemies. That'd be cool. Be stressful. All right, now I gotta fly over here. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Whatever, we'll try. I don't think I'm gonna make it, dumbass. I fucking suck. Maybe. Nope, I can't make it from here. I gotta come up over here. It's okay, Frisk. You're good, dude. We're only 3.5 hours in, and we are doing a 12-hour. You have hours and hours of fun to be had. We're about to get a horse, and we have a bot set up. And once we get the horse, one of you guys in chat will be randomly selected, and you can name the horse whatever you want. Right after the shrine, though. It's okay, Johnny. A lot of people have been coming back to the stream today. A lot of people have been coming in and out. So I wasn't able to afford it, but I do have some amiibo, and once we get the horse, I can show off some of the stuff that the amiibo do. One of them you guys will probably lose your shit about. So after we get the horse, a lot of cool stuff, and then we're gonna beeline it for story missions. Yeah. I have a very specific amiibo that I think you guys will very much enjoy to see. So let's just get through this, because I do want to upgrade my stamina a little bit. Because if we seriously want to get to Ganon tonight, we're gonna have to start bumping. Yes, it's exclamation point FC, letter F, letter C. It stands for follow count. So if you do exclamation point FC, it tells you your follow count for the stream, big dude. I mean, it's always nice having you back. This has been a crazy long marathon here. I didn't do it high enough. I gotta break this one. There we go. Much better. Shit. There we go. 303 days. Oh, 2 years and 303 days. What the fuck, Taters? You've been watching that long? I thought you were like a newer viewer. Holy shit. What the fuck? You almost been following for 3 years? What the hell were we playing back then? Undertale? Holy shit. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you were following that long. Taters, I thought you followed like this year. I thought you followed in like February. My lord. Alright, holy shit. Yeah, learn something new every day. I gotta see if that works. Oh, wow. Damn, okay. Epic Man has a photographic memory. I don't even remember that shit. That's cool. Good shit. Awesome. Gotcha. Well, it's nice to have you back. That's really cool. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. There's a lot of bullshit going on here. What? You dumbass. I'm so pissed. Yeah, these puzzles can be a little wacky, but they're fun. They're fine. I just gotta put like an ice block here. Make that shit bounce off, you know what I mean? But isn't this gonna fall over here? We'll see. We'll see how momentum works. Let's go. Boom. Ah, we nailed it. We're geniuses. Never mind, I'm a dumbass. Right, here we go. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Boom, just as I predicted. First try, idiot. Alright, here we go. That was weird. I thought my game froze. Holy shit, scared me. Started watching Milky Finishers again. Damn, you guys have been following for a long time, and thank you. Hopefully our channel continues to grow and get better. Even though, want to know something sad, chat? You know how that guy on the bridge was talking about, like, there's so much to live for, never take anything for granted? Well, hopefully I'm not trying to get too real for you guys, because this is all about fun. It's a good old fun stream. But hey, in the theme of never take what you got for granted and never know what you got till it's gone. What's up, Flying Stones? Want to hear something a little bit sad? Want to hear the little sad news before we continue? Nice, you just started playing the game? Hell yeah, well, you came to the right place. This is a 12-hour marathon, hardcore, highest difficulty, 3-heart challenge. Welcome to Breath of the Wild. Hopefully you learned some tips and secrets along the way. I've got the tunic on. Anyways, a little sad news. This is actually the last Zelda marathon that will ever take place in this room. I've been in this house for 20 years of my life. And I started the channel in this house and did so many marathons in this house. And this will be the last Zelda marathon that will occur in this house. So it's sad, but hey, it's all for the future. No, Andrew's still here. Him and I just streamed yesterday, bro. Him and I just streamed yesterday. It's okay. I'm hoping that the new house is even more sick, more cozy, and once because I've been trying to get some furniture, but I'm kind of trying to check my budget because I'm trying to get new shelves and stuff. Eventually, I do want to get a new chair because not only is this squeaky, it's lasted us 2 years, man. I mean, this chair has been old reliable here, but the arm has been falling off. It's definitely kind of falling apart a little bit here. And I do want a new chair. So, new house, new chair, more Zelda marathons. You know what's up. It'll be the same. Him and I will still do Sword and Shield on Saturdays. We're just gonna have to commute. It's not gonna be as bad as when I had to drive to like a whole new state back when we played Deltarune and shit. But it's not gonna be that bad. Oh, there's a cute girl telling us about elixirs. I like this. All right, here's a fun little Easter egg. Not everybody sees this. Let's check this out. Well, I just wanted to talk about how this is the last Zelda marathon that will be at this location. But here we go. Hey, thank you for the follow. Teleconet. Welcome to the Milky Finishers. Use pre-order Pokemon Sword. Well, on Saturday, our channel will be streaming Sword and Shield. So check it out. Come on by. Here we go. This is a fun little Easter egg. If you're going to be traveling, you should know a thing or two about elixirs. Elixirs, you say? You can make elixirs by mixing bugs and other small creatures with monster parts. Most of them are no good for refilling your health, but they can have a lot of unique effects. Some elixirs can increase your speed, others raise your resistance to extreme temperatures. I'm actually impressed that you've made it this far without knowledge of elixirs. Can't have it on my conscience if something happens to you from here, so I'll give you one of mine. Look at this. Look at this nice, sweet lady. Gives us the hasty elixir that allows us to go supersonic speed. Not that fast, but using hasty elixir allows you to go fast, blah, 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 blah. And check this out. So, she's the elixir girl, and I like this because it played along with how the player thinks. So you get a free elixir. So you're walking around, blah, 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 and then you come back to her. Because I remember thinking when I played this game, well, what if I talk to her again? Is she just going to keep giving me elixirs? Then I don't have to buy my own or make my own? Check it out. There's a fun little bit of dialogue. It's pretty fun. Pretty funny. Here we go. It was like, that shrine only started recently glowing, but it's been there for something like 10,000 years. It sometimes feels like there's a shrine sleeping behind every hill. So many of them. Archaeologists get fired up hunting down each of them, but I haven't gotten time for mysteries. Still looking at that glowing light. You do start to see something romantic about the whole endeavor. Oh, come on. No, quit talking about the shrine. Talk to me about elixirs. Fuck. I may not be able to do it till she sits down. Whatever. If she's sitting down, she gets mad, and she's like, hey, by the way, she's like, I'm not giving you any more elixirs. So, whatever. That sucks, Flying Stone, but it'll be here for you when you get back to you. It'll be fun. Alright, this is the moment you guys have been waiting for. Let's get a horsey. Let's name him. I agree. The flower girl's funny. My favorite NPC, and she's highly underutilized, is Jules from Gerudo Village. She's so cute. Fuck. Yes, Foolish Muffin. I will do that when we return from our horse. Because we need to come back here to register our horse anyways. So once we register our horse, I've got to show you an amiibo function. And we got a lot to do. Here we go. Let's just get a horse. You guys name him. We'll come back, play with the dog, and do some fun shit. No, Jules is the one Hylian girl that's living in Gerudo Town. She's the purple-haired, like, Hylian one. I love Jules. I wish she would have had a quest associated with her. She, like, runs the milk bar. Hey, where the fuck are their horses? Shut up. We're looking for some horses. Where, oh, where is the little horse? Where, oh, where can they be? I don't see no damn horses as far as the eye can see. Oh, they're there. Spotted them. I want that blue one. That blue one's gonna be mine. Alright, shut up. We gotta get him. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, quiet. Think there's more horses behind me? You liar. Alright, quiet, quiet, quiet. I want the blue one. Alright. Where'd he go? Oh, of course he's in the front. Shit. Alright. I want this horse. If so, I've never seen that glitch or video. Alright, quiet. Why is the blue one the heart? Okay. Alright, fuck the blue one. We're just gonna get this one because he's going away from the pack. He's coming to me. So I'm gonna get him. Oh, you bitch. He smelled me. He smelled me. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. What's up, Willow? Ready? Ready, ready. Here we go. Shh, 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 shh. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Alright, 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 qui Yippee-ki-yay, yahoo, dumbass. Woo, we got, wow, we didn't even need to sue that. Wow, he was just right away. We didn't even need to break him in a bit. Well, this is definitely our destined horse. All right, chat. Let's go back, register him, and we have a bot set up, and it's gonna pick one of you guys in the chat. Whoever gets picked gets to name this horse whatever you want. Something cool, something dumb. It's up to you. So let's go register him. He's fine. Yes, I wanted the blue one, and I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get the blue one. But what are you gonna do about it? Does it cost money to register a damn horse? I only have 3 rupees. Fuck, I don't have to sell some shit to Beetle. Damn it. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't run away from me. I have to sell some stuff to Beetle really fast because I have to pay the registration fee to get this horse. Where's he at? I just saw that son of a bitch. What? Come on, I just saw him. He was running around here. There he is. Is that him? That's not him. Where the fuck did Beetle go? No, I need to sell shit to him. What? Now he's gone when I need him? Couldn't have gone that far. Alright, let's talk to this girl about elixirs. Is she gonna give me another one? Did I... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Just so you know, I'm not giving you any more elixirs. Hey, I didn't ask, man. Leave me alone. I know, Frisk, I've literally talked about this. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I'm sorry, I want to play the game, but there's so much awesome stuff to talk about in this game. I'll do a short version. I usually have like a long version. One of the things that Ocarina of Time was that was better than this, Ocarina of Time was cool because in Gerudo Town, the Gerudo had a rule against no men. But after the Hero of Time breaks in, takes down their leaders, and frees the Carpenters, they approach you and they're like, we used to think that all men besides the great Ganondorf were worthless, but you proved us wrong. So they give Link the Gerudo Pass. So they said, you're one of us, you're allowed to be here because you proved yourself. In this game, Link proves himself by literally stopping the Divine Beast from trampling the town and killing everybody. He proves that he's a hero, but instead of giving him a pass, they're like, it's tradition, sorry, no men allowed. Thank you, Willow Snark, for the follow, I really appreciate that. So they don't give him a pass. I'm like, he fucking saved you. He saved you. He risked his life for you guys, man. Let him walk around and buy your shit that's overpriced. It pisses me off. Ocarina of Time did that better, I will say. Ocarina of Time did do that better because they let Link go through. All right, here's the doggy. Hey, doggy. Oh, hi, doggy. All right, I'm gonna give him a. Do we have an apple for him? Shit. The dog will kind of copy you, so if you kind of like go down, the dog will go down. I'll show you. You guys will see. I knew somebody was gonna say that, Joe Fada. I knew somebody was gonna say that. Hey, dog. I gotta give him an apple. There, we got an apple for him. Here you go, bud. Oh, there we go. Here's the apple for you, Chief. Enjoy it. You want the apple? You don't like it? You don't like apples? Shit. He spins around! That's so cute. So you run around him and he spins with his tail. There's a lot of cute, funny things you can do with a dog. I still like the one in Mario Odyssey better because you can play catch with him. But, whatever. Alright. Alright. We got a world to save. Now where in the shit is Beetle? I need him. Whatever, I guess I could just... There he is. Shh. We gotta sell him some shit. I know, you can't even pet the dog. Sad life, I know. I don't think the dogs show you where treasures are. That's in Mario Odyssey, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I don't believe it, Metro Greatest. Oh, thank you. Beetle's a fucking asshole in Skyward Sword, dude. Skyward Sword Beetle's a dick. This guy, I guess he's nice, he's fine. Welcome to the stream, Michael. This is far from my first playthrough. Here on the Milky Finishers, Legend of Zelda is my favorite game series, so we do 12+ hour marathons of every Zelda game in the series. Challenge runs, 3 hardest difficulty, secrets, Easter eggs, and today we're doing a 12-hour of Breath of the Wild. It's been 6 months since the last time I played this game, so I haven't actually played Breath of the Wild for 6 months, so it's been a nice way de-rusting and coming back to it. But I have played this before, yes. But I always discover something new every marathon, so. Alright, let's sell some shit. We don't need any of this stuff. All of them. Good. Yeah. Let me know in the chat what Zelda game you'd like to see for the next marathon. Let me know. Wow, holy shit. Sell Ruby. I know we need to name the horse. I'm selling this stuff so that because to register a horse, you have to have money, and I only had 3 rupees to my name, so I had to sell all this bullshit. I'm going to hold on to the sapphire, because sapphires are good luck stones, so I'm going to keep that on my personnel. But I'm going to sell these things. I know, I have the Dark Link costume on my main profile. That shit's sick. I've still never beaten Mazkoshia. Holy shit, dude, that's pretty wild. All right, here we go. Now we got buku money. Let's register our good old pal. All right, and somebody will get to name him. No, I want to talk to the other guy. No. Is it this guy? I don't know. I don't remember. They both look the same. They both have the same. This is, I mean, somebody in the chat was talking, I wish Waluigi was in this game. This guy looks close enough. Looks like a Sultan Waluigi. Fun fact, they're twins. That's the story and lore you guys come here for. Wild horses? What do you mean? You mean like the one I'm riding? Maybe I had to... Maybe I had to talk to him first. Do I have to, like, talk to him when I'm off the horse? I don't remember that shit. Whatever. Sure. Hey there, buddy. I haven't seen your face before. I know all about the stables. Oh, shit, I hit no. Fuck, damn it. Yo, what's going on, Docs P? Welcome back. Dude, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're almost at the 1/3 mark, which is so depressing. The stream's going by too fast, ladies and gentlemen. Every moment is great. Register my horse. Gotcha. That's it. He's pretty balanced. He's gentle. He's a gentle boy. Not a problem. Yeah, fees, blah, blah, blah. 20 rupees, okay. All right, chat. There is 9 characters to work with, kind of like Pokemon, I guess 1 less. We have a bot set up. Whoever gets picked gets to name the horse whatever they want. This will probably be the horse that we use the entire game. So, without further ado, the winner is... Boop. Flying Stone 69, are you here? If you are here, congratulations, you won. And you can name the horse anything you want. If not, somebody else gets picked. I'll give him a little bit. Flying Stone 69, are you here? Are you present for the stream? If so, you get to name the horse anything you want. If not, you can pass and somebody else can do it. We'll wait a little bit. Sometimes there's a little bit of a stream delay. Oh gosh. All right. Flying Stones going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. All right, sorry, dude. Next person. So, hey, somebody else gets to name it. That's fine. And the winner is... Taters! There you go, Taters. Congratulations. What are we naming the horse? What are we naming the horse? Milky-chan. All right, good name. I like it. Is that even gonna fit? And it exactly fits. There we go. All right, sweet. Thank you so much. Yep, we got him. Yeah, of course I want to take my damn horse with me. All right. Yeah, it would have been... I wanted to get the blue one, but whatever. Yo, oh shit. What's up, Docs P? Okay, thank you so much for using the brain power the brain power command. Well, you guys know what to do now. Shit. He uses channel points to redeem it. If you guys don't know, if you spend 10,000 channel points, it plays the song Brain Power. There we go. Well, now we can ride the horse while listening to some Brain Power. Y'all ready? Your horses are magic. Let's go. Let's take them. Woohoo! On to the next village, dumbass. Thanks for the 10,000 channel points, Dox P. We gotta ride off to Kakarikis. Oh, we also have to meet the big blah boo 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 or whatever his name is. Whatever, we'll find us. We'll see what his name is. Do I even have the? I got the text. I do. Oh, here it is. Okay. We'll save that. Okay. I just want to make sure I had it. I've been good, half easy. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the 12-hour Breath of Wild stream. This is a great song to use for while we're riding our horse. You know what I mean? Here we go. Go. Whew. That was good. That was good. Thank you so much, dude. All right. The hell's my... Yo! Hello, Marco. Hello, Marco, and thank you for the follow. All right. Thanks, Dox P, for the brain power segment, bro. Keeping me hype, keeping the channel bumping. If you guys don't know what the fuck happened, we have channel points, and if you redeem enough, it plays a crazy song, and we go hype. So everybody likes to get hype and pumped and excited. You know what I mean? Shalaza, Shalaka. Is there anybody that likes Hetsu? I'm sure one of you guys has to like Hetsu. Out of all the cool characters in this game, Mifa, Sidon, the champion, Zelda, Jules, who the fuck likes Hetsu? You know, there's got to be. Well, I bet one of you guys. I bet Epic Man likes him. Hetsu, with his like canvas bag that he got from pre-ordering Fallout 76. It's a Korok, but he's like a big Chungus one. He actually kind of looks like Big Chungus. If you squint your eyes, it looks like just a Big Chungus silhouette. You like Hetsu? See, I knew it. There's always somebody that likes Hetsu. He's just weird. It's weird because like he always talks about like he always gives you like shit and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. He's like he looks like a guy that would like I don't know what he looks like. He looks like a guy that I wouldn't want around kids. You know, I don't trust him. He's a real shady man. But we're gonna do this quest for him because he actually helps us out a shit ton. He increases our inventory. So I want to increase our sword limit because that'll help with Ganondorf. Yo, half easy. Thanks for the sub, dude. Thank you so much, bro. Gotta update that sub count, man. Yeah. Yeah, he's like the guy that's like, he's like an old guy that's harmless, but you don't know that he's harmless 100%, so you still don't like, you always keep your eye on him when he's around like children and shit. You don't think he'll ever do anything bad, but you don't want to take that risk because he's still unhinged a bit. That's how I see him. Whatever, maybe that's just me. What do I know? I'm an idiot. Also, thanks, dude. That brings us up to 42 subs, man. I really appreciate that. Alright, I gotta beat these guys' brains in. Yes, Taters, I will. Because I have to go to the bathroom and I gotta get a really, really fast lunch break. Holy shit, these guys are beating my ass! But I got Fury Rush. I did all... He hit me in the nutsack, dude, and I'm dead. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed off. Thanks for the sub, though, dude. Enjoy the emotes, man. Enjoy the Breath of the Wild emotes. Thank you so much. Life smells nice. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the support. And I would love to see you again in a future stream. Yeah, I got kind of doofed. That was my fault for running in, like, Rambo style. I don't know what was going through my head. I was still thinking about brain power shit. So my brain was all powered up. This is how you're supposed to do it. This is how real men do it. With the boomerang to the back of the head. Oh, that guy fell off the cliff. Ooh, that was so sick. That guy fell off the fucking cliff, bro. Yes. Okay, shh. Gotta get the Claymore bumping. Claymore is bumping. Generator. Fuck away from me. Yeah. Oh, that feels so good. I feel good. Get the fuck out of my town. You are not my parent or guardian. He's dead. Oh my gosh, he got murked. Woo! Well, B. No need to thank me. I'm out here just living my life. Alrighty, holy shit. I don't need my boomerang no more. It's fine. Yeah. The only reason I do the side quest is because you get Hestu is Hestu. I always call him Hetsu. I guess I just have dyslexia. You give Hestu his maracas, and he's gonna give us more inventory space. The only shit I really need is swords and just swords, because we're gonna get like good shields in Hyrule Castle, and all you need is a couple good shields to do the deflect beam. I more care about swords right now, so all my shit's gonna be towards getting a better sword. What up, Chief? You guys ready to see his dance? Here we go. Here's his dance. Shalaka! But wait, there's something wrong with my maracas. The Korok seeds are gone. How am I supposed to dance now, Shoko? If only I had just one Korok seed, I could sing, dance, and use my powers to help you. I have the power of inventory expansion. What an ability. Well, luckily for you, I think I have exactly one Korok seed, so thanks. Sniff. Sniffoo sniff. I do. Yep. There you go. Give me that sword upgrade, bro. Shalaka. Weapon stash. Oh yeah, shaky shaka. Here we go. Thanks, dude. Couldn't have done it without you. Da na 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 na. I love that. That's so cool. All right, bro. It's been real, but we gotta meet up with Impa. All right, and then it's Rito Village time. The talking broccoli. I just hit that bird. Did you guys see that shit? The bird flew into the horse and like exploded. I have never seen that before. What's wrong, horseums? You ain't having a good time, bro? Thought we're all friends. I want to do this. I know it's a little bit tedious. I want to get one more Korok seed and go back, because literally having just one more sword stash will make the Ganon fight way more doable. I'm not even joking with you guys. So let's take this Yahaha. Let's go back to Hetsu, and then we'll go back. But honestly, even one more sword stash will make or break that final fight. So this is going to be future-proofing. Come on there, Milky Chan. There's another companion other than the horse that we can have. How many of you guys in chat would like to see him? Press 1 in chat if you want to see Link's other companion. Alright, I want to have another weapon stash hole. What? He needs 2? Korok seeds only have 1. Fuck off, dude. Whatever. Damn it. Never mind. I guess I'll just do a shield. No, fuck off. I'm pissed. Alright, alright. So, you guys may or may not know, how many of you guys in the chat are fans of Twilight Princess? Or have you heard of it? Holy fuck! That was the coolest way to get on a horse ever! You guys see that shit? I never even seen that. Look at this. Oh, bro, I never seen the swing around the neck shit. Oh my gosh, dude. I learn something new about this game every day, man. I love that. I've seen him jump. Look at that. I've never seen that mount. The whoosh. Damn. Fuck, that was unexpectedly hype. The dismount off the back. I've seen that many times, yeah, but I just didn't know about that mount down there, the swing around the neck. Anyways, one of the coolest things about Twilight Princess is Wolf Link, and you play as Wolf Link a lot in that game, and you play with like Midna and this and that. Well, I happen to have here with me the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess amiibo with Midna riding Wolf Link, and let's see what happens when we tap it. All right, let's see what happens when we tap the amiibo. All right, let's tap it onto the controller, and Wolf Link from Twilight Princess is in the game as our friend. Hell yeah! So now we can get him. Good shit. So there we go. Fun little awesome Easter egg. He's in the game helping us as our D-Dog compatriot. Yeah, it's good shit. So now he can help us fight, sniff out hidden shit, and travel with us. So let's go, bro. He's gonna go with us to Kakariko Village. I thought you guys liked that shit. So now we have the real like Stardust Crusaders. We got Link, Milky Chan the horse, Twilight Princess Link, and we're all just kind of chilling going into the game. I'm telling you guys, this game is sick. We got the Wolf Buddy with us. It says Wolf Link. He's got his own health bar. Pick up the pace a little bit, and we got some bros chilling. I'll run into them. Shit. So yeah, that alone was worth the amiibo for me. Not to mention, I was a huge Twilight Princess fan, so I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. It's funny, helps you out a bit. Don't think too hard about it. Some people try to be like, what does this mean for the lore? Does that mean Twilight Princess Link traveled into the future? And I think it's just a fun little Easter egg, guys. I don't think that Eiji Aonuma is really trying to say that there's, like, time travel. Well, there's time travel in Zelda, but I don't think he's trying to say that that's, like, part of the story. I think it's just a fun little Easter egg for Twilight Princess fans. Now we're about to go to Kakariko Village, get some more lore, see the Big Titty Fairy, and then it's going to be some hype shit. We're going to see Falco Lombardi from Smash Bros, guys. He's coming up. I gotta wait for him a bit. Luckily, Wolf Link doesn't die if his health goes down. He just, he goes back to his home planet. Alright, put you down there, son. Wolf Link must have returned to his... Yeah, he can't go in villages or dungeons. Only the open world, so if we enter a village or a dungeon, he doesn't follow us with. That kind of sucks, but I think it would kind of break some stuff here. Yeah. You guys ready to see a cute girl? Not my cute girl, but she's still cute. How dare you trespass upon Lady Impo's abode. So, the first thing that King Rodan told us to do is to meet with Impa, the only living person that was still here 100 years ago. So that means Impa is over 100 years old. So she was still alive before Link fell into his coma. Going back to the story and the lore of this game. So Link has been in a coma for 100 years. The only living person that would remember him, that's a Hylian, is Impa. There's a lot of other races like the Zora and the Deku tree that all remember him and shit, but I'm talking about humans here. Shit. I gave my apple to that dog, didn't I? No, I didn't. Cool, cool, cool. Right. If you put an apple in the offering shrine, you get a Korok. Oh, no, it's not a Epona song. Yeah, sorry. All right, there is Paya. She's cute. There's some Easter eggs we can do to mess with her. This is a Sheikah girl, and she's very shy and timid, and let's talk to her. Here we go. Huh, a man? Yeah, she's scared of men. Is that... It's a Sheikah slate? Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? It's not that I forgot. I'm just bad with speaking. As for me, my name is Oh, my name is Paya. Phew, I got it out. I know I should be able to say that easily, seeing as how it's my own name and all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been waiting for your return ever since I was little. Please hurry inside. Now, we're going to talk to her grandma, and we'll mess with her. We'll mess with her more. We can do some Easter eggs and kind of fuck with her a bit. So, we'll come back to that in a moment. Literally, that should have been a side quest, Foolish Muffin. I 100% agree. There should have been a side quest where like you take her with the Gerudo women, and then like they teach her and they dress her up like a strong Gerudo and shit, and they like make her like more confident. I think that would have been awesome. I think it would have been cool, but they don't really do much. But Breath of the Wild 2, maybe Sidon and Paya will come back. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know shit. I don't even know what the fuck that game's gonna be about. All I know is Zelda's got a sweet fucking short haircut. All right, now. We're going to go in here. There's going to be a big cutscene. But I have to take a bathroom and drink restock break. So don't go anywhere. We've been live for about 4 hours. So we're going to go on a very, very short, very fast break. We will return. So don't go anywhere. Breath of the Wild 12 hour has a lot more to go. So, yeah, I'll look at the drawing too. I'm going to look at the drawing, get a little bit of a snack of Jawea, and then come back. Should only be about 5-10 minutes maximum. So please don't go anywhere. We have 8 more hours, 8+ more hours of this. All the best shit hasn't even happened yet. So, we shall be back. Let's find a nice song to play. Let's actually save the game as well. Save the game. We have bosses, dungeons, crazy shit to do. So you're not going to want to miss it. So yeah, let's find a song for you guys. Let's play a Zelda song. I heard you guys talking about the Gerudo. We'll play Gerudo Valley theme. You guys seem to like that. We'll play a remix though.